gold bar. We're over halfway done. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Very much appreciated.
You wanted to address the lies.
Yeah, can we just start with your accusations that I botted Sarah's channel? Let's start with that.
All right.
Show me your proof.
Oh, I don't have proof. It's
so you made it. So
it's
you made
inferred
it
by the numbers.
So
no, I didn't make it up. No.
Okay, well then let's.
You can look at circumstantial evidence and you can do some.
Well, let's look at the circumstances.
How come whenever they demand these people for proof, they're like, "Well, I don't have proof." Well, it's like, so then you're just making baseless accusations. Then
when she loses 5,000 exactly subs at one time.
Let's look at the circumstantial evidence. Then show us the numbers. Let's take a look.
Thank you very much again, Mrs. D, for another $2.99 dono. Hell yeah. We're getting almost there. We're getting closer to reaching the dono goal. Thank you very much, Mrs. D. Very much appreciated. Let's go.
Can you prove that you didn't bot her?
How do I prove a negative to you?
There you go.
There you go. What? Thank you very much, Ken. Small grift, but grift nonetheless. Thank you very much, Ken. All grifts are appreciated here at the Coolverse. Thank you very much.
Why is it that when you have a positive claim, how am I supposed to prove how can I prove to you with negative evidence?
Right.
Hang on. Just relax, man. How could I prove to you with absence of evidence? Like saying, can you prove you didn't murder somebody? It's like, yeah, I didn't murder him.
Fair. That's correct.
Right. Like, what else am I supposed to say?
Right. I don't have proof that you did. Like I said,
I have positive proof.
I can infer.
Yeah, but I have positive proof on my side that that's not even possible. Would you like for me to provide that? Well, because the commentary section, are you saying that all the comment section, they're all bots?
You can prove a negative.
You can prove a negative philosophically, not usually not with evidence. Right. Unless I say, like, I wasn't here and we have proof because there's a camera or something that proves I wasn't there. That's the only way with evidence you could prove it, right. Or you could philosophically prove it. But here, I don't know how I could demonstrate a negative claim like this. How would I prove to you that I didn't bot a channel? How could I even do that?
When you take your videos down after you're done, you upload them to your site.
And
do you delete them all the way off of YouTube, or do you private them?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you what the methods are there. I don't see
the
why.
Reason that I
why does that have to do with anything?
The reason that I ask is because,
where did he admit that he was being forced to defend Rob's bad behavior? Where was that at? I don't remember seeing that. Thank you very much, James, for the $9.99 dono. Hell yeah. We completed the dono goal, guys. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. Hell yeah. So now we're going to continue watching this. Thank you very much, everybody.
YouTube adjusts after the stream for bots. So if your numbers drop significantly, that would be evidence. That'd be an indicator that you're hiding something by moving things off of YouTube and onto the website.
You know why I move things off of YouTube and onto the website?
I know why you say you do. Sure. because you're afraid of getting struck?
Yeah, so I just want to make sure. Well, no, I was getting struck. That's why I do it. My channel was getting struck, and yes, I can demonstrate the channel strikes that I was getting on very, very like sanitized videos. So yeah, I've always moved them off. And by the way, I've done that for years. But live audience counts don't lie. And YouTube, if you try to bot your live audience and you have super chats, you're like that. I don't know. How do you fake that? Am I sending myself money? Am I sending myself money, dude?
No, I don't think the super chats are fake. You have a big audience.
Yeah,
you have a big audience. You have a generous audience.
Why wouldn't you infer then that there's a large audience? Most of the growth for Sarah's channel came from the Crucible's audience, and they went and unsubscribed to her channel. Why is that not an easier inference than Andrew was botting? That's insane.
You can bot live chats as well.
You can. I'm aware.
Right. Mm-hmm. During the live stream, when you told everyone to let them feel the power of the Crucible, she lost almost exactly the same numbers of subs as he gained, as Rob gained.
Yeah. Did you read the live chat when that was going on?
I caught some of it.
Yeah, people in the live chat were spamming unsub from her and sub to Rob.
Not 5,000 of them.
Well, I'm not sure that it was exactly 5,000. I have no idea what the exact number is. But if you can show me the metrics, we can take a look. I completely understand, though, why it would be that thousands of new subscribers that she got, which was part of the Crucible audience, unsubscribed to her. I completely understand that. And the reason the hemorrhaging continued is because she made a statement calling all of them incels and fucking saying that they were part of a cult and all that. So of course they kept unsubscribing. Why wouldn't they? Like, why would the audience that you gained, who you start talking shit about the next day, why would they stay subscribed to you? Can you explain that to me?
I don't think I don't think exactly 5,000 subscribed.
I don't think that it was 5,000
or unsubscribed. It was exactly 5,000.
Prove it. Show me the numbers.
I don't have proof for you right now.
Because you're lying,
because
bro.
you gave me 45 minutes to set up a fucking stream.
Yeah, but you've been showing all sorts of numbers all over the place that make no sense. Just show us the numbers now that exactly 5,000 unsubscribed and then subscribed to Rob. I don't even believe that's true.
So you have seen them.
I've seen shit that you've posted. I haven't seen you ever demonstrate. I've never seen you demonstrate this, and I want to see. Show me.
What's it gonna? What are the social blade stats gonna prove to you? You're gonna deny that they're bots.
Well, first it would at least prove your claim that exactly 5,000 people unsubbed and exactly 5,000 people subbed to Rob. I literally don't believe you. I just literally don't believe that that's true. So show me.
Okay. Well, that's fine. You can look at that later.
Okay, so you're not. So you don't have any evidence.
You can look at all my videos I've done.
So you don't have any evidence for the thing you just said.
Hey, Liu Kang. By the way, how dare you use that name, Liu Kang? Mortal Kombat, dude. Can we all just admit that Rob was being an infant by meeting himself, disrespecting everyone, and trolling instead of just leaving? Well, even if we grant that, could you admit that they were being extremely bad faith, shouting down at Rob, telling him they're straight up going to interrupt, like Connor, for instance, straight up telling him, I'm going to interrupt you if I feel you're wrong. Sarah's doing nothing about it. Sarah's making excuses for Dusty, RTP, all these people. But then when it came to Rob, all of a sudden, all these excuses are nowhere to be found. Can we do that then? Thank you very much, Abel, for the $5 dono. I'm driving to Nashville for DebateCon 6 for a meet and greet with Andrew. I'm going to mention you. I've seen him on your show before. Thank you very much, Abel. Very much appreciated. That'd be great. You were like, who? Oh, yeah, that one guy. I showed up on his channel before. Yeah, sure. No, but yeah, no, thank you very much, Abel, for that.
The evidence to you, and you told me that that's not proof. I agree.
Well, hang on. Let's be fair here.
Okay.
You've explained that you believe that 5,000 people unsubscribed from Sarah's channel and then subscribed to Rob Noerr's channel.
Correct.
But what you haven't done.
How is Connor related to the debate in Dusty and Ryan versus Rob? Because this wasn't just a one-off instance. Wasn't just a one-off thing. What Rob did wasn't just a reaction to that. It was a combination of everything. Dusty's already admitted to being bad faith with Rob before. A radical coder kept shouting down Rob and stuff. And by the way, if he owes Trippy apology, they already worked it all out. He admitted that wasn't cool to do to Trippy. And so Rob and Trippy already talked it out. So I don't know what you're talking about.
And show us that is the case. Do you at least concede that that's true?
I've showed those numbers plenty of times. I've showed them here several times. You can look at them again, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You haven't shown them when the person you're showing them on is here to defend themselves, dude.
It doesn't matter what I show you. You're going to say that those weren't bots, right?
Well, you would need to give me some evidence that they were, but at least we could verify the count. At least we could verify the count. I don't even believe the count is true.
Why do you want to verify something that doesn't matter to the end?
Because it would at least give some veracity to your claim of why you had suspicions in the first place. If it was exactly 5,000 and exactly 5,000, at least that's something. But I don't even believe that. So can you at least show that?
So you want me to show evidence of what you claim is a lie?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I want you to show evidence that 5,000 and 5,000. Yes, I do.
Doesn't make sense, does it? If it's a lie, if you didn't bot, then why the fuck do you want to go dig around in the evidence of it? What's the next thing?
Because you're making false claims. If you are accused by somebody and the accusation, they stand by the accusation and claim they have the evidence, but then refuse to show it to you, wouldn't you be very suspect of their evidence? Doesn't that seem very
I
evasive
feel like
to you?
I feel like it's a waste of time.
Yeah, well, I feel like
you're
I
gonna
feel like it's
you're
just
trying
you
to drag us
evading.
over.
You're just
Hmm?
evading. Why are you
I'm
evading?
evading.
Yeah.
Let's move on to another
Yeah, well,
lie.
hang on. I just want to
Mhm.
demonstrate that you didn't actually show any evidence for that claim, and you've been making it.
You're right. I've not shown you any evidence for it.
Yeah.
I have been making it. I continue to think it's true.
Based
And
on
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If they're telling you, no, I'm going to keep interrupting you, then what's the point of the conversation? How is anyone going to? Yeah, Ryan said he wasn't going to shut up. So what is the point of debating? We can't even speak. Rob doesn't know Trippy shit. It's up to Trippy how to moderate on his channel. His problem. Fuck him. Yeah, listen, when it comes to like, if they're telling you straight up, I'm going to keep interrupting you, no, and I'm just going to keep doing it, well, then how can you have like any kind of productive debate? If Rob would have just started shouting back, then it would have just been both of them shouting over each other. And it's like, okay, no one's going to understand anything. If Rob leaves, well, then he's rage quitting. And so Rob muting himself, oh, look, Rob's acting like a baby. It's like no matter what Rob has done, oh, it's Rob's fault. Meanwhile, all of you people are making excuses for Dusty, for Coder, for Sarah. All these people, you're making nothing but excuses for all these people. Like, so listen, why should we grant you anything about how Rob is acting? Even though Rob is willing to talk it out and be like, yeah, listen, maybe I shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. But are any of these people giving Rob the same grace? Any of them? What is Dusty saying, like, hey, man, yeah, I shouldn't have been a bad faith troll. Yeah, listen, I was upset because you kicked me out. I didn't appreciate how you did this. Like, is Sarah been like, yeah, maybe my moderating could have been better. Yeah, maybe I am a little bit biased toward my friends and, my bad. Anything? Is any of these people showing any sort of charity to Rob? No. So fuck them.
but based on what?
you're asking for evidence that you will deny. It's not proof. I do not have proof. So when you're asking for evidence of
So
something that you're just
so your
gonna
proof
deny
is you made it
anyway,
up. Your proof is you made it up. your evidentiary source is you.
what was the first thing I said? What was the first thing I said about
that you
proof?
made up a claim?
No, it was that I don't have any fucking proof.
Right, exactly. So you made it up.
You're making up that I made it up.
Well, how can I be making
Dude.
up that you make something up? You literally are saying that you made it up.
I'm saying it is my belief that you use bots, you push it around to people. You love bomb and Rob. You love bomb Rob, and then when you're done with him, you're going to throw him away, just like you did Sarah.
Yeah, let's talk. Well, let's talk about that. We could talk about that. So, who is it that you think that I've love bombed and then thrown away?
Rob.
I threw Rob
Love
away.
Rob Noerr. No. I think that you're love bombing Rob now. I think that you did. I don't know that I would call it love bombing, but you definitely.
So is Dusty? Yeah. Okay. Good thing he took that back. So I was gonna say, oh, so is Dusty love bombing Sarah by having Sarah's back? Is he love bombing Sarah? Oh, Sarah, I love you. Didn't Sarah call them like mommy and daddy or something? And even Dusty's like, don't call me that.
Definitely built up Sarah and then waited until like a couple of weeks after she quit her job and to do the channel full time. And then you found the weirdest, most trivial nonsense to flip the fuck out about.
Well, hang on, let's back up one claim at a time. Let's start with the love bombing. Okay. So are you aware that I've been working with Rob Noerr since I started streaming years ago?
I'm aware that you guys have worked together for a while or
for
interacted
years
together.
For literally years.
How long ago did you hire him?
Like officially for the Crucible? I don't remember how long ago it was that he lost his job and I picked him up, but it was like, I mean, it's well over half a year now, I think.
So he's a relatively new employee.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we've worked together as streamers for years. We've known each other for years. We've worked together for years. That's a really long plan of love bombing here, bro.
I don't think it was a long plan of love bombing.
So I'm love bombing him over a period of many years so that I could throw him away. Does that even make sense to you?
I don't
what would be the purpose, bro? Like, what would be the purpose of doing it?
I'm not saying that you planned this whole thing out. I'm saying that you're opportunistic. You needed a guy for role. I don't know what.
I don't understand that you did. You just said that I'm love bombing Rob Noerr so I can throw him away. But I've been building that guy up and me for years. We've been working together as streamers for years. So like, what do you mean? You act like this is some new relationship, and I'm just like,
I'm not acting
building
like it's
this
a new
guy up.
I'm not acting like it.
Yeah. So why would I? Why would I do this
acting
over the
like-
course of years, bro? Why would I be working with him over the course of years so that I could throw him away? What's the diabolical, dastardly plot?
How long have you been protecting him from trolls for?
What do you mean? I don't protect him from
Protect him
trolls.
from trolls.
That's exactly what the Sarah Fallout was about.
Thanks for
No,
stopping
that,
by,
that had
Michael.
nothing to do with the Sarah Fallout. Had nothing to do with that at all. Rob
See you
Noerr
later. Have a
has
good one.
trolls who have come after him and he's dealt with for years, right? You guys, very stupidly, by the way, you point out 2 fucking examples of a time where me and him.
Well, I feel like kind of that's what Dusty does sometimes. He grasps at straws, and I don't know if I don't know why he does it, but yeah, I've noticed that he likes grasping at straws. Anything he grab onto, he'll make a claim and then he'll kind of walk it back. And then when you address what he says, like, well, that's not what I said. That's what his whole beef with Rob was.
Teamed up on a couple of assholes. That was one. Or another troll that called me out by name, which was 2. But I rarely go on Rob Noerr live streams at all.
Thank you very much, Abel, for the $2 dono. Your crucible quality, my friend. You should be part. Well, thank you very much, Abel. I'm much appreciated.
So I don't know what the hell.
Are you talking about the girl? The girl.
Yeah.
In
So I don't
who
even.
He called up.
Yes, I don't even know what you're talking about here with the whole troll protection thing. That had nothing at all to do with what happened. Nothing.
That didn't. Rob, my friend.
Yeah.
You love Rob. Yeah.
No, that had nothing to do with the severance of the relationship with Sarah. Nothing.
You said it did.
Not protecting him from trolls. It had to do with it had to do with the behavior of somebody who was about to start acting in a professional capacity with people that I was working with that I introduced her to, and Rob Noerr was spearheading that project. So it was completely inappropriate for her to be doing that. That's what the
Well, listen, it's not just all on Dusty to be like, it wouldn't just be Dusty that fucks Sarah over. Again, it's also Sarah too. It's not just all on Dusty. Sarah has responsibility and a part to play in this too. But neither of them want to admit any faults, and now they're continuing to spiral. And I think Andrew eventually points this out to Dusty. Like, do you think this is helping any of you guys out at all? Like long-term wise, maybe short-term, they're going to get the hits because of the drama. But long-term wise, this isn't sustainable to just keep making these videos about Andrew. It's not going to be sustainable for long-term growth. And so just to continually just keep hating on somebody.
The entire thing was about. It was never about anything but that. Ever.
Was about to. So there was no employment then at the time.
Bro, she reached out to them even after the falling out to pursue that employment opportunity. So like, yeah, she had told me she was taking the offer. She had told me that she was on board. I have all the DMs proving it. So yes, it was an established fact that this was happening. Yes.
Okay. So it was supposed to happen according to you.
I was the one who set it all up for her. Bro, I set it all up.
So then when you set this up,
I called her. You guys don't know shit. Like, you don't know anything. And I don't understand, because I know she told you all this shit. So I don't know why you lie about it, because I know for sure she told you. So the thing is, huh?
Can you show me proof?
Yeah, I can, because you said live what you thought my contract percentage was. And the only person I told was her. So how did you find that out?
The only person. What percentage?
It doesn't matter, but you said it. And you would have no way to know that.
I don't recall
she told you. You would have no way to know that except that she told you that. So I don't
recall making that statement.
I know for sure. Well, I'll have my team pull the clip right now. And you did.
Can we look at the messages?
I'm not going to show DMs.
I'm okay. I'm curious. Well, you can read them. Would you prefer to read them?
I'm not going to read or show DMs.
You did over Rob. You read DMs over Rob.
I read DMs that he had already made public.
So when you told her about the intentions of you to get her a job, what parameters did you set in place?
What do you mean?
Did you tell her anything like, hey, keep your behavior tight? Did you express any sort of boundaries?
Oh yeah, I had a long phone call with her. I had a long phone call with her and explained all of it to her. What do you mean? Long phone call. It wasn't short.
Yeah.
Explained to her exactly what my expectations were. Violated within 72 hours. So I don't know what you're talking about.
So what expectations did you say? That
now you're part of a team and you need to act as though you're part of a team, and that this project takes precedent over other projects that are going on. And as long as you can As long as you understand that, then I have no problem with bringing you on board to it. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
But you didn't tell her not to go on any other panels.
Well, no, it's implicit. Do you understand what that means? It's implicit. Like you're
Made
part of a team now. This guy's also part of this team. You need to be playing ball here. That's the way that works.
And so, isn't it fair for her to think that she's part of the team? Why isn't he?
Yes,
getting
in fact, yes, that was my expectation.
Okay. So
yes.
then, why wasn't or why wasn't Rob ever held to account for the shit that he had talked about her beforehand? Because he talked shit about her way more times than anything she ever did.
When?
After the last time he was on her panel, he went back to his stream and he was talking about what a bad moderator she was.
Yeah, and she made that agreement after the fact. What do you want me to say? And by the way, the optics, the distinct optics were, I mean, they were just fucking terrible. Like this guy, and by the way, it's really funny to me. Like you guys shit all over Rob. Rob could have fucked that chick over really bad. Like we were at dinner when I was negotiating this all out on Sarah's behalf because I'm a fucking really nice guy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob could have totally fucked her over. He totally could have.
How's that?
He could have jumped in and said all kinds of shit. Don't use her as a booker. Don't bring her on the project. This and that. And he didn't do any of that. Instead, he said, "Yeah, absolutely. I think that
you're
she'll do a good
sweeping for him. You're doing it right now.
I'm telling you the truth,
Rob, right now.
Do you want me to tell you the truth or not? Do you want me to lie to you, or do you want me to tell you the truth?
Well, I think you're lying to me, but go ahead.
Would you like for me to get confirmation from the people who are sitting at the dinner?
You want me to take their
so all of us are lying?
No,
then?
I'm fine.
All of us are lying about it.
Rob did not do her any favors. He went live.
Did. I'm going to tell you exactly. Listen,
3 hours.
I'll tell you what. You can be incredulous, but I'm going to tell you what happened anyway, right? And the truth shall set you free. So here's what happened. I had suggested that she be a booker for this organization, right? Negotiated out a really good salary, right? Negotiated out really good contacts for her to continue to build her channel because I'm that way and I've always been that way. Rob was sitting right at the dinner. They asked him what he thought. He could have fucked her over right then and there. Instead, he said, "Yeah, I think that she'll do a great job and I trust Andrew's judgment." Literally what he said.
Sorry about that, guys.
So it's like he could have fucked her right then and there and he didn't. So just saying.
What night was that? Do you remember? You said it. You said that in between the last time he was on there and
this is when we're in Atlantic City. I didn't make her the offer immediately after.
Because there was only about 2 days in between when he was on her panel and then talk shit afterwards and when the falling out happened.
Yeah, so whatever. The thing is like it's completely and totally discretionary to me to remove myself from people who I don't want to deal with anymore because I think that they're not trustworthy to deal with. And the thing is like why is it that that I'm not allowed to do that exactly? Why?
You're absolutely allowed to do that. Nobody's stopping you from doing
that. Well, then let's move to the next claim.
What's going to
happen?
When did I
send?
If you want to throw shade at people for bullshit reasons, publicly, expect to get mocked in return.
What do you mean? Listen. First of all, no, the opposite is what happened. I didn't start this fight, and I definitely didn't start this fight with any of you. All of you guys are sniping me because you want the clout. Let's be real. When you put my name in your channel, it gets you more views, and you like that. Just be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah, just be honest about it. Right now, you're getting more views probably than you've gotten in months. Let's be real.
Correct.
I don't know if I have my settings to accept a links grid. I do. I mean, I have no problem with you dropping a link. Let's see. I don't know if I have that in my settings. Yeah, I don't know if but I personally have no problem with sending links though. Just so we're clear.
Yeah. So like here's the thing. Why do you think people like having me on their channels? For that exact same reason. Like you guys have never really understood this, have you? Right? So like I get to go all over the world. I get all of the, if it's the case, right, that me and Jake over here, right, we get to live like kings and we get all the good food and we get all the adoration and we get everything. You're the dogs. We feed you the scraps under the table, and you
Oh,
lick
yeah,
our
this is
fucking
great.
hands. We pat you on the head and say, "Good boy." That's this relationship.
We're the
Why don't
homeless
you
camp
people-
next to your
Why
mansion
don't
that you
people
pissed off.
understand this relationship? Your job, after we give you the little scrappy scraps from the plate when we're done, is to put it in your mouth and you lick our fucking hand. That's your fucking job. Do you
We're
understand?
the homeless
Do you
camp next
understand
door
what
to
your
your
fucking
house.
job is?
We
Do you understand what
have
your job
nothing
is?
to lose. We have no job. We have nothing to lose. You're the one sitting in your nice mansion that pissed off the homeless camp next door. And
Dude, imagine Dusty thinking this is a good argument, a good comparison, saying that we're the homeless encampment next door. Okay, oh yeah, it's a big how you say, that's a big flex there, you think? Oh, you're the homeless camp. You and Sarah, you're part of the homeless camp. All right. I mean, okay. We didn't even have to Andrew to say that. Dusty said that.
you fucked up, and you know that. You know that was
Oh,
stupid.
yeah, I
you
fucked
know
up.
that you
Oh,
you
it's
know
real
that
rough.
you're
It's real
emotional.
rough over here, bro. It's real
It
rough
got
over
you
here.
here, didn't it?
Hey, listen, again, when you go and you make all the hit piece
Mhm.
videos and shit like this,
Mhm.
my name, all that happens is my name goes out in the fucking algorithm. Your people's job, all your job is to talk
Mhm.
about me. That's it. You don't have another job. That's what you're supposed to do. And that's
don't
what
have a
exactly.
job.
Well, hang on.
You're not
Hang
giving
on.
me
Hang
That's
on.
the
Wait a
power of
second,
the
Dusty, I'll let
homeless
you respond.
camp. I know, right? That's just the power of the homeless camp. We all band together with our, I don't know, our boxes and whatever else we have, and we go, that's the power of the homeless camp. Oh goodness.
That's exactly what you are doing. You're doing exactly what your fucking job is, which is to talk about me. And if I feel like giving you a couple of fucking scraps from the Crucible table, you lick it off my fucking fingers and I'll pat you on the head and call you a good boy. That's how this works, bro. That's how this fucking
I'm
works.
playing into part of your plan, huh?
Huh?
I'm playing into your plan, huh?
Well, I mean, it's always been the case that that all of you people who are orbiters of mine, whether you're talking bad about me or good about me, don't do anything but favors for me. Let's be real.
All right.
By the way, they were bringing up like who's part of the Crucible, right? Like that was the only thing, and I believe they're like, well, who's part of the Crucible? Blah blah blah. Dusty said that he was Crucible. He told me that when I went on his channel once. He was just like, "Oh yeah, but me and Sarah, we're Crucible," and I was like, "You're Crucible?" He's like, "Yeah, because we were in the Discord." So if you're in the Discord, you're Crucible. So hey, everyone, if you're in the Crucible Discord, you guys are all part of the Crucible, apparently, according to Dusty. Those are his words. I don't remember when in this conversation they start talking about, oh yeah, who's Crucible and who's not. But Dusty claimed to be Crucible because they were in the Discord.
So you
I mean, that's true.
you appreciate the publicity. I appreciate the
well, it
extra
also gives me a
views.
chance. It gives me a chance to make you guys look really stupid. You can never back up any of your claims. You can never back up any claim. Like, for instance, let me give you another one. You claimed that I was brigading Sarah.
Yes, I did.
But why would you say that when I can show you clips right now of that same exact stream of me telling people not to do that, to do the exact opposite, just leave her alone? This is my exact words are, this is not a crusade. I'm not after her. I'm going to leave her alone. I'm not going to bother her a bit. And I'm not going to bother any of these people a bit. And I completely dropped.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, there's the Crucible, Andrew, and then there are the Crucibility supporters. Two different things. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. But he claims like, no, I'm Crucible because he was in the Discord. It's like, dude, what? Oh, okay. Well, if you're Crucible, then why the hell are you all trolling Rob and Andrew and shit?
Hang on. I completely dropped it.
You want to show me clips out of the sterilized stream that you re-uploaded?
Yeah, I did watch it. I watched most of it. I didn't watch all of it. I'm going to be reviewing it sometime this week, if not today. Like I said, a lot happened this week, and that's why I named the stream. Lots of stuff going on because there's a lot of things that happened. But yeah, I'll review it this week. It was to sum it up. Yeah, Naima's an idiot and she sucks.
And edited out the brigading part.
What stream did I re-upload?
When you brigaded her. The night that you addressed it, the losing friends and
show me the clip of me brigading her and me editing it out,
and you editing it out.
Yeah, show me the clip, the stream that you claim I edited this out, and then show the clip that I edited out.
All right, give me a second.
Okay.
Do 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 do
This link was included in the Twitter thread that we set this up in. So you haven't seen that?
Well, what's the video on my channel you're talking about?
This right here.
All of these no cam, no name, fucking nobodies, they're the successful people you see.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's
That guy's really smart.
The personal.
Give me a shout.
I think
No avatar.
Well, Rob doesn't know the power of the Panelverse.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got just shook today.
Oh, my
it?
Lord. Rob, why didn't you know the power of the Panelverse? Let's go show the power of the Crucible.
Let's go show the power of the Crucible. What the fuck does that mean, Andrew? What the fuck does that mean, Andrew?
Yeah, sure. So you remember how it's the power of the Panelverse?
What about it?
Wouldn't you would have to apply the same standard here. So if you're applying the standard here that when I say the power of the Crucible, the play on words to Sarah saying the power of the Panelverse, then that would infer that Sarah was telling people to brigade Rob. Do you realize that?
You think that what is the Panelverse?
I think I don't think it's any. I think it's just a loose coalition of you like low-level streamers who hop on each other's streams.
It's anybody who's clicked a panel. You're part of the Panelverse. Welcome.
Yeah, I don't think that when you guys are referencing that, I think that you're referencing the loose coalition of streamers, this little friend group of yours where you all hop on each other's streams.
You're part of it.
Yeah, I'm not your friend.
There's lots of
Do you
people in
think
the
that
Panelverse I don't like.
Do you think that broke Dusty's heart a little bit? You're not my friend. You think he's like, ugh.
Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. But anyway, I think that if you're saying that I'm brigading, you say the power of the Panelverse, and that's a call for brigading too, because it's the same exact thing.
Really?
She said that she literally said the same exact thing. Huh?
Anytime somebody invokes that phrase, that's brigading. You don't think more went on here? You don't remember this?
Wait, help me out here. I'm using a play on her same words. Well, then I'll show you the power of the Crucible verse, obviously in the most mocking voice possible, right? Same exact thing that she said in reverse. So if that's a call for brigading from me, then it would be a call for brigading from her. That's one. And two, why do you only show that and you don't show the rest of this?
Hold on.
Where I consistently over and over and over and over again express, do not harass this person. Don't bother this person. Don't do anything to this person. And I haven't done anything to her. Nothing.
So you brigaded and then you changed your mind? We can watch some more of this.
I didn't brigade anything. It's the same fucking stream, dude.
Yeah, you want to watch some more of it?
Yeah, watch more.
Go show the power of the fucking Crucible.
What does that mean, Andrew? What does that mean?
Really? Okay. You don't know the power of the dark side?
Love this. Trust me. What you're seeing now is my normal state.
Yeah.
Go show her.
Go show her. What's that mean, Andrew?
Tell me. Yeah, help me out here. Can you
what would
help
you
me out here?
How would your audience go show her something?
Again, what did they do? They went and unsubscribed. Is that brigading now?
Right.
Is that
right? well, yeah. And listen, not everyone unsubscribed. There were some people defending Sarah that was like, you know, and I like them both, or I'm going to follow you both. I'm not going to listen to that. You know, you guys got your beef. I hope you guys work together again. So yeah, no, like just because Andrew says something doesn't mean we're like, oh, okay.
That is brigading.
To unsubscribe from a channel?
Did you tell your large audience to go do something to another channel?
No. What did I tell them specifically to do? Not harass her, not bother her, not do anything to her. That was specifically what I said to do. Specifically. This is me doing.
Yeah, see, look. Right here. I didn't unsub from Sarah until her own cope stream when she insulted us. Yeah. And even Andrew brings that up. It's like, listen, you called my fans a cult. You called the Crucible fans a cult. And so what, you think that they're going to stick around for that after you insulted them and after you cope and say like, well, we don't really need their people here. They were kind of taking over things. Like, so, okay, people are going to unsubscribe from that. Again, it's all Sarah's fault, but she wants to blame everybody else and not take a single little bit of responsibility on her part, that she could have handled any part of this a little bit better.
A play on the Panelverse and mocking somebody saying that the Panelverse has some kind of power. This is obviously and clearly mockery, which is why I'm playing music in the background. My power's over 9,000, the same bit that Rob Noerr did. My power's over 9,000, making fun of you guys saying the Panelverse is going to fucking get you. This is called fucking mockery. What were my actual instructions? Don't harass, don't bother them, don't fucking...
Shout out to Marte's audience. Hey, everyone, I'm Marte on the Edge audience. Good to see you guys. I'm covering this content on my channel in Inception fashion. Awesome, Marte.
Do anything to them. That was what I actually said.
Would you like to Marte, guys, if you guys aren't already.
How does your audience know when you're mocking and when you're telling the truth? Because
I have the tone, I have the inflection, and they have the context.
Live chat and see that people were
and look at how like they're so like, well, how do people know that you're like joking around or not joking around, huh? But with Sarah, she says power of the Panelverse, and she's over there laughing, and they're sending trolls. Oh, we're supposed to be charitable and be like, yeah, but look, Rob is fine with it. Oh yeah, look, what, Sarah can't laugh on people's channels and blah blah blah. Like, they make nothing but excuses for themselves, and then attack Andrew and Rob and all that's it. All the charity that they show for themselves, they don't show to Andrew.
You say 1,000 subs in an hour.
I didn't say that.
This is a Super Saiyan. And this is what is known as a Super Saiyan that has ascended past a Super Saiyan. Or you can just call this the Super Saiyan 2.
And I muted the recording because I was restreaming it. I trust him. I look at him. Look at him. He's listening to music. He's bopping his head. He's like, go get Sarah. Go get Sarah.
Go get Sarah.
It's made up. You're just making it up as you go.
And now you're going to sit here today and
you
act like you didn't send people to unsub.
You're just making it up as you go.
So I have a question for Andrew. Since he's over at Easy, this part you weren't saying anything. You didn't say anything most of the time. You just watched the ticker go by as people were saying unsubscribe.
Yeah, so you just lied is what you did. You just lied again.
Okay. When you speculate it's not lying,
you just lied again.
It's lying.
Why do you keep lying, bro? Just stop. Here's what happened. What you're watching there is you purposely creating an out of context clip, right? Remember, this was not even that long of a stream. There was thousands upon thousands of people watching it, which is why you can't gaslight them, of me using the same bit Rob is using with the same exact song. Well, it's not same song, but DBZ, right? And what I'm doing is making fun of the fact that the Panelverse is powerful. I'm clearly mocking. It's my most mocking voice. I could not be more mocking if I possibly could. I have the mockery face, everything. What were my actual instructions, though? Why won't you play that? Play what I actually said for my instructions. Here, I'll play it. I'll play it for you because you'll never play it. I'll have to. Disingenuous, fucking lying, gutless weasels. Here's what was actually said.
They'll show the power of the fucking crucible.
Hang on.
The power of
my turn.
Panelverse.
Let me play this, dude.
Really?
Let me at least defend myself.
Okay.
This one has more of power of the. This one has more of your talking in it.
Dark side.
Loved it.
Still mocking.
Go show her.
All mocking.
Look at all those live chatters saying that they're unsubscribing.
So people can unsubscribe if they want to. How is unsubscribing?
The power of the Panelverse.
Yeah, the power of the Panelverse.
Are you seeing these comments?
The power of the Panelverse.
What do you want me to do about?
I wonder in this video here if Sarah sent it to her friends. You know, she has these friends that she sends her videos to see if they approve of her comedy and stuff. I wonder if she sent this to them first.
That.
You don't think this is brigading?
I mean, yes, it's all cringe.
How could it be brigading if people just unsubscribe from a channel they don't like anymore? How could that be brigading?
Drop 1,000 subs in an hour.
I'm reading.
That's the power of the panel,
bro.
You
come on. I'm literally reading a chat.
Which one? They're moving pretty fast.
Yeah, there was a super chat. That was me reading a fucking super chat. The guy was like, "Oh, they lost 1,000 in an hour." You fucking people are the worst.
Yeah, because you told them to go show them how the
my
crucible.
turn. Hang on.
Hold on. What other thing could they possibly have done besides go unsubscribe? What could they possibly have interpreted that as?
what?
Yeah, even if Andrew was like, go subscribe, unsubscribe to her right now. Again, if everyone like, if Sarah was so awesome and so amazing and everyone loved her and blah, 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 she still wouldn't have lost that many people. She would have lost some people, but not as much as she did. Again, no accountability here whatsoever. It's like, no, it's Andrew's all. Andrew used his mind control powers to tell all of his Crucible fans to go and subscribe to Sarah. He put it into their brains and they're like, yes, master. And then they went and clicked unsubscribe.
Are you reading a chat?
When you said go show them the power of the Crucible, what
You know what's
other way
funny
could
here,
they have
Dusty? Even if I told the entirety of my audience to unsubscribe from a channel, that's not only not doing anything wrong, but that's not fucking brigading. What are you talking about?
Well, if it's not brigading, why are you working so hard to say that you didn't tell them to go do anything?
I didn't. Look, here's what I actually
I think it's
said.
brigading.
It's my
Yeah,
turn.
and then now Andrew has a clip of him telling you not to do anything.
They immediately went back over to unsubscribe. I'm not telling anybody to
You
do
wanna-
that.
No.
Just pointing out.
Here,
The Crucible giveth and the Crucible
When did you
taketh
say
away.
that?
We haven't taken anything away.
Same
I'm
stream.
just showing you the facts. It's totally up to you what you do with them.
Yeah, so you
Only-
double spoken the same thing.
shh, my turn.
The Crucible
channel.
giveth and the Crucible taketh away. We haven't taken anything away. I'm just showing you the facts. It's totally up to you what you do with them. Totally up to you what you do with them.
Right.
Next,
Yes.
next,
Mhm.
hang on. I just listened to your shit. Now listen to mine.
Well, I wasn't gonna get, guys they're going hard on Sarah's channel. I'm not instructing anybody to do anything. Totally up to you. I don't do the revenge thing. Never have, never will. Don't need to. Well, I wasn't gonna get, guys they're going hard on Sarah's
What else do you want, bro?
All right, so what about that now, Dusty? I bet you Dusty's not going to be like, so Andrew could have mind control powers and be like, go unsubscribe, and everyone's going to do it. But if he says, hey, don't harass, don't do this, leave her alone, I don't know. I guess Andrew's mind control powers just all of a sudden don't work in that situation. Like, what?
I said this so many times during that stream. I said
Yeah.
it so many times during that stream. It's
You're smart
unfucking
enough to
believable.
build. You are smart enough to build in plausible deniability.
Oh yeah, okay. It's
You
plausible
absolutely are.
deniability.
You
that
did double speak. It's
even
plausible
if I,
deniability,
bro,
Gravy.
even if I had told people to go and unsubscribe, not only is that not an immoral proposition, but it's not brigading. And I didn't say any of that. I said, look, I'm not out for revenge. You don't do anything to this person, right? I'm just gonna drop it. You fuckers won't drop it. You're the only ones who keep it going, not me.
You're the one who made this bed. You're the one who took what was
Look,
nothing.
look,
nothing.
here's the thing.
It
Do you
was
think-
nothing.
Do you
And
think
you made
that
it a
these
big public
streams-
spectacle.
Yeah. Do you think that these streams that you're having right now, where you're trying to call me out and bring me on, do you think that that's going to help her channel? Because it's not.
There it is. Yeah.
It's not going to help any of your
Ah.
guys' channels. Like the thing is what makes you think that making ridiculous, crazy allegations like I'm botting, I'm brigading, things like this, which are clearly unfounded and untrue, how is that going to help anybody here? Who does this help, Dusty? Who does it help? Who?
Well, it helps me.
How? It doesn't even help you. You
What-
get your
who did-
you
who
get
did it-
15 seconds.
who
You
did
get
it help?
15 seconds. That's what you get, and then that's it.
If it's 15 seconds, it's 15 seconds more than I had. Who did it help for you to make a public execution of Sarah? Because
I didn't make a
she
public.
and- because
I didn't make
she
a
and
public
Rob
execution. It's completely my prerogative and up to me. Who I
Dude, it hasn't even been a month. Didn't this happen like October like 18th or 19th? It was like 18th, right? When this all like when the whole Andrew stream and the Rob stream and stuff. Or like no, the 17th. So it's close. It's almost been a month.
do business with and who I don't.
Yes,
Simple.
it is. As
Yeah.
it is my
Then what's the
prerogative.
problem here?
As it is my prerogative. Who I
You're saying the
Make
quiet part
content
out
about
loud.
who I'm
dude.
on.
He made the public stream.
Mhm.
I made a public response. That's it. And then I dropped it. And
and
what
I'm making
happened?
public
The
commentary.
reason her subscribers, I think, kept going down.
Mhm.
It barely had anything to do with my stream anyway. I think her subscribers kept coming down because it was the stupidity in the response. The response was, there are a bunch of incels who hate women, and they were too rowdy in the chat, and I was going to publicly distance myself from all of them anyway. And it's like, why? If you're talking shit about the very people who you are trying to retain on your channel, yeah, they're going to unsubscribe from your channel. Like, what do you
I don't
want?
recall her talking
Yeah.
shit. She's been very soft in her
Bro,
response.
she did this massively long Cope stream.
Which, by the way, I watched the Cope stream and I covered it on my channel, so you don't have to. I shrunk down the Cope to like what, 2 hours almost. So I took out a good portion of that fat there, but man, was it sad? It was just sad.
I
Okay.
couldn't
And
watch
in it,
was
she said that
really
she was
long.
distancing herself. She was planning on distancing herself anyway. She was glad the chat was small again, that the Crucible people were annoying, that the Crucible people were this and that. And it's like, if you're going to talk a bunch of shit about the very same people you want to subscribe from your channel, yeah, they're going to keep unsubscribing. Like, what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? Do you think that your people are going to subscribe to you who you're calling cult members? People are going to subscribe to you who you say are following a narcissist, that they're stupid, that they're idiots, that they're fucking dumb, that they don't know
Do you
anything.
think she was talking
Why
about
do you think that those people would ever follow you?
Do you
All you
think
do
she
is
was
talk shit
talking
about
about
them.
all of your people or all of your viewers? I bet she wasn't.
Again, from the you got to look at it from the viewer perspective. You talk all that fucking shit about them, right? You call them stupid and everything else. It's like, yeah, of course they're going to unsubscribe. What did you think they were going to do?
Oh, they unsubscribed way the
No,
mass
she kept
migration,
losing. She kept losing subs after that. She just kept losing subs.
Not even close. She lost 95% of her loss in the first 6 hours.
I don't think it was 95%. No, I think that that's inaccurate. And by the way, the reason she kept on losing subs after that was because she talked shit about the very audience she wanted to retain. Like, what did you think would happen? What do you guys think was gonna? You can't bash the audience that you want and expect that they're gonna be your audience.
But then that would mean that they would have to take responsibility for the part they played, and they just can't do that. They're unwilling to do it. They're like, nope, we can't do it. We can't admit we did anything wrong. It's everybody else's fault. So they got to blame the audience. They got to blame Andrew. They got to blame Rob. They got to blame the weather. They got to blame it that Sarah's a tourist. They have all these reasons except themselves. I'm going to fast forward to where Sarah jumps on. Oh, hold on. Let's see where Trippy goes on, huh? Because I was surprised. Like, why is Trippy so angry here? What the hell?
The women are always contacting me to work with them fucking anyway, Trippy. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do?
Because
like, I was so crystal
number.
clear with Sarah that I don't want to
Thanks
work
for
with
stopping
women.
by, Tyler.
I've been so crystal clear with women that I
People
don't
see a
want to work
number
with them.
and they expect you to be
And
helpful
all
because
they
you claim to be a
fucking
Christian.
do, all
and
these
people
women
think that all
do
Christians are
is
all love and
Trippy,
peace
can
and
you help me out
whatever.
here? Why do these women
No, I'd rather talk.
Trippy thought he was going to go chicken hunting on Andrew. He was like, oh, yeah, who's going chicken hunting? We's going chicken hunting. He thought he was going to go chicken hunting on Andrew, and he just kind of made an ass out of himself.
Over your ass.
Why do these women continuously contact me when I constantly am always saying they don't want to work with women, but they still
because they see a high YouTube number and they think because of the things that you've said in the past that you'll be helpful, but you know you're not. All you do is you bring these ladies in, you watch your number go up, and then you tell them to go fuck off when you're ready.
You mean the ones who I say I don't want to work with in the first place?
When did you say you never wanted to work with Sarah?
I say, bro, the first interview that she gave to me, I told her that I don't like working with women. I prefer not to. They're always cause problems. They always cause trouble.
Sure.
And like all of them, they always try to ingratiate themselves with the Crucible. What do you want me to say?
You're a fucking weasel.
Yeah.
Then why did you work with her? Why did you work with her? It was beneficial for you, wasn't it?
She did the only thing that was worth doing. She set up the baits that I could show up to, and I didn't have to do any work. That was it.
And it was beneficial for you because you don't want to do all the work.
Yeah.
Weasel.
How's that a weasel?
Let everybody else do the work for you and then jump on and try to use fucking internet blood.
Well, yeah, no, I understand the thing that where Rob where Rob did the whole commercial and stuff. I know that was on Trippy's debate where he was trying to raise money for his mom, but Rob already acknowledged, like, he was like, I understand why Trippy's pissed off at me, but they already like talked about it on Speakeasy's stream. They already discussed it, and Trippy was a completely different person. He was like, oh yeah, I totally get it. He was like totally fine, good faith. And so that's why I was confused. I was like, well, why is Trippy on here going so hard on Andrew? Why is he like freaking going chicken hunting on Andrew, huh?
Sports tactics?
What internet sports tactics?
Oh, all this fucking trying to trick people into saying stupid shit and then laughing. You are
how am I tricking you into saying anything?
I'm laughing at you right now.
Oh, well, laugh away, bro.
for somebody who wants to do that type of shit, you are sure in the
What
hell
type of
easy
shit?
to walk into some shit.
What thing am I doing?
You'll figure it out later.
Oh, okay. You got me.
Yeah. Everybody else do the work for
you-
Andrew so
you
that
got
he
me,
can
Trippy.
profit.
Yeah.
You're Christian
Well, I mean,
for fucking profit.
don't
Christian for profit.
ask. I mean, don't tell me anything. It's not me contacting myself to do things
What's
for me.
truly more important to you?
What?
Spreading the
never
good
asked for-
word or making money?
What do you mean? The gospel?
Yes. Spreading the gospel
would-
or making money.
I would say that I spread the gospel much more than most Christians do.
Yeah, but you make more money than you spread that, don't you?
So it's
With
not
all your
okay for
fucks
me.
and shits and
It's not
calling
okay
people
for me to make
pussies.
money, Trippy. How much money am I allowed to make?
Oh, you're fine making money. I don't give a
Well, then
shit
what's
what
the
you make.
criticism? What's
But
the
you should be more
criticism?
honest with yourself.
What's the
Instead of
criticism?
pretending that you're doing this for your fucking
Oh,
for your God.
what are you doing
when you're
it
doing
for?
it for yourself.
What is your Trippy? Can you tell us your great noble reason for streaming?
Because it's fun.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. Oh, okay. Well, good luck with that. Good luck having fun and not making any sort of monetization off of this stuff.
So you don't have a noble reason, and I don't have a noble reason
Yeah.
according to you. Okay, great. What have we
No,
established?
your
here?
noble reason is to buy more liquor and cigarettes.
And even if that was the case, why would that be a problem? Do you
Didn't
even
your
care?
wife sell foot pictures before all this?
Do you honestly believe that that's true? Are you just
I don't
going?
know.
Are you going right for the family shot?
I don't know
Yeah,
anything about you.
let's not do
Are
family
you going
stuff.
right for the family shot? You just can't help yourself.
I just had a question.
Yeah, and
Right.
do
Let's
you
not do family stuff.
why? Let me
All
ask
right,
you
we won't
this:
do family stuff.
Why would you
We'll
try
keep
to
it
hit
strictly online.
Yeah, why did you try to hit to something which is demonstrably untrue that you know is untrue? Why?
I don't know if it's
Just to
untrue.
hurt? Just to
It's
hurt
just
If
a
me?
question.
if you want to ask him questions about the family stuff, then I'll let it go. But
Yeah. You just
I'll let
want
it
to
go.
say, like many people, Trippy, if you can create the caricature of you're a bad man, then you can justify any horrible thing you
You
do to
are a
me.
bad man. Just
Then
admit it.
Then you can justify any horrible
You
thing
like
you want
it
to do
when
to
people
me, right?
think that you're some kind of powerful
Then
something or
you
another,
can
but you're nothing to
justify
me.
It's so
any
weird.
bad thing you want to do to me, then can't you? Including lying.
You know
You
what?
like it when people think that you're some kind of powerful. Like, when is Andrew ever pretending to be some kind of all powerful guy? It's these people that think of Andrew as this way because, well, I mean, it's true. Andrew is not like, oh my gosh, this super powerful dude, but he does have power because he's successful. But it makes these people jealous.
I don't want to do anything bad
Then
to you.
stop. Then why? Then why is it that you're sniping, trying to get my attention
It's
on
kind of
Twitter?
funny that you want to run from that, but
Why?
just leave it alone. How about that?
Leave what? You brought it up,
I brought it up. Okay, fine. I left it alone.
and you lied, and it's a lie.
It was a question. I didn't say
Yeah.
that it happened.
Well, let me tell you what happened. What happened was liars like you went to my wife's public fucking profile on her Facebook account, where she was sitting in front of a pool, and with my kids in the picture, by the way, and they cropped only her feet in the picture, and then my enemies put it out as a fake DM in order to make it seem like she was selling foot pics to people.
All
That's
right.
what happened. And
Okay.
anybody could look that up in 5 seconds. And what do? Right? You didn't take the time. You just wanted to hurt me, right? You just want to hurt me by using my family, and that's okay. Isn't it?
Okay. Yeah, be a fucking victim. All right. Don't
Well,
be a
I mean,
bitch.
isn't that
Just
you
like you
trying
came to my fucking
Isn't that
Twitter
trying-
yesterday and you had to be a bitch about it.
Did I say a word about your family?
all right,
I
we're
don't
gonna
care
wrap
if you
up.
do.
Hold on.
I know
Trippy,
you don't
I'm gonna
care.
put you back
right?
in-
You don't
There is
care.
no power of the
You
crucible.
don't care about the
Trippy. Yeah, that was just worthless by Trippy. I don't know what the hell he was doing. Thank you very much, John Castle. Good, very much appreciated, brother. But yeah, man, like that's I didn't understand. I was like, why is Trippy still like why is he going after Andrew? Why is he still like kind of involved in all this stuff? And what did Andrew do to Trippy? I guess Trippy was still mad because Andrew didn't really know Trippy's name. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I thought Trippy's thing was with Rob. So I don't know. I don't know why he got involved. So then here comes up Sarah, right? And Sarah all of a sudden turns on the, okay, listen, I'm sorry. Well, she didn't really apologize. She's like, I'm sorry, you're offended, blah, blah, blah.
Owned it. I happily owned it.
No, she
I will
didn't.
criticize his wash. I don't think it's forced.
slander,
Thank you.
Trippy, piece of shit.
Here.
Oh my god, that was too painful. All right. I think all this other stuff is hogwash. I don't think it's worth any banter on. I don't think it's worth any conversation. It's just a bunch of like mud flinging shit at walls. Andrew, let me start. I apologize to you. I don't know
Let's see this
I'll say
apology.
it this way. Like,
I'll say it this
my
way.
behavior towards Rob was mine. I owned it. I happily owned it. I will criticize his behavior. On that panel, I was critiquing his behavior. I didn't
See, well, what behavior? She's like, I was happy with my behavior. I own my behavior. She didn't make any judgments on her own behavior. She didn't say, I behaved poorly, or you know what, maybe I could have handled it better on my part. You know, I was just kind of upset because of this or that. None of this. No, no, no. And Sarah fancies herself as some kind of like people person. She could figure people out and she knows how to handle different people. Oh, but for some reason, when it comes to Rob Noerr, she can't figure him out. Well, how can she handle him? And by the way, uh, Andrew has also said Sarah sent unsolicited advice to him as well. So she has this habit of sending these men just unsolicited advice. And so Andrew told her to fuck off before, and Rob kind of just ignored it. So she has a habit of doing this stuff. But once again, back to the main point. At no point is she like, oh, you know, listen, I acknowledge that I might have handled this poorly. No, 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 no. No judgments on her behavior. She's still saying the same shit that she's been saying the last few weeks.
send anybody to brigade him. I didn't send anybody to troll him. But if you take offense to that, then I apologize. I would have happily had this conversation privately prior to Rob going nuclear and you going nuclear, and we would have talked this out. And I would have even done a public apology for it. But nobody
Sure.
wanted to ask me the questions. So everybody just went nuclear. And I think all of this other shit rolling downhill is just a big fucking mess, and it's not worth it.
She would have came on and done a public apology, right? But yet she still never did. She had this whole time to make a public apology, but since no one asked Queen Sarah personally and addressed it the way she liked it, oh, no apology needed.
Let's start with that. However, I will also say I think everybody is flipping those clips from that panel around the wrong way. There's a lot of stuff switched around in context. I don't think people are hearing the whole thing and the whole conversation. We had talked specifically about what the Panelverse is and engagements and behaviors for a whole 3 hours. There was a whole thing about it. And it was just bringing all of the conversation together. And I talked about Rob's behavior on Trippy's panel, and I don't think it was good behavior as a panelist, especially. I think that's what really upset me the most. Trippy was trying to do that for his mom. She was in the hospital. She needed money for medical bills and stuff, and he was trying to put something together for that. And so for Rob to kind of crap all over that was a really big insult, I think, to him. And so I criticized that behavior, and I think it was wrong. The guys going over to Rob's panel, they started doing that on their own. The first one was North. He went over because he's a Connor person, and he had that conversation. And then I think Ortho guy went over. I never told him to do anything. The guys just started doing their thing, and I don't think me laughing at stuff that they were saying was wrong.
Oh yeah, no, totally. She's totally a snake. I'm 10 seconds into this chick is that's my conclusion. I'm like, Sarah's like a complete snake. I wouldn't trust her like with at all. I don't trust her at all, especially after this. Complete snake.
I think it was actually funny shit. But again, if somebody just reached out to me and said something like, hey, this is upsetting, can we talk about it? I would have handled that way differently. I do this a lot with a lot of different people. I handle a lot of things privately. I'm not a big drama fan. So yeah, I'll start there.
Apology accepted. I appreciate it. And yeah, you won't have any problems out of me. I didn't plan on giving you any in the first place. And that's why I haven't been giving you any. There's no, I don't, there's no.
Listen, I mean, you did send your fans to brigade me. I'm a victim. I did nothing wrong, Andrew. I'm just saying.
What problems have I been giving?
I've been getting harassed a lot in DMs and comments and things like that. I've been getting a whole since.
Yeah, but do you honestly believe that I instructed anybody to do that?
And she's playing the 2016 SJW feminist, oh, I'm getting harassed by all these men online. I'm getting harassed by everybody. And it's because of nothing that I've done. It's because of just everyone just hates me for some reason. Probably because I'm a woman. I don't know.
listen, I'm not saying you told them to do it. That is a definite brigade in that moment that you did, and they did come and harass the chat, and it was during a debate, and it was very unprofessional, I thought. Not only just for you, but for your people.
That wasn't a brigade.
Oh my
It
gosh.
That was me doing a live stream.
Man, it's always an L take when someone brings up the slides here. Every time when I see the lefties, they bring up their slides. I'm like, all right, yep, I already know who's losing. So they bring up the signs of brigading. What is this? Brigading involves a group of disrupting or influencing online discussions with negative intentions. Negative intentions, huh? Look for coordinated attacks where many users target a specific post simultaneously. Sudden influx of negative comments can indicate a coordinated effort. Sock puppeting occurs when fake accounts are created to make opinions. Listen, this has happened. It happens online. It's happened to me too. That's how I got to freaking. That's where I got into my debate with Pisco, because I noticed all his fans started coming on my thing, and then I was like, oh, what the hell? And then I noticed that because he saw my video and bitched about it on Twitter. And then so his fans came online and was like, why don't you talk to Pisco? Pisco's challenging you. Oh. I wouldn't say Pisco brigaded me. Sam Cedars fans did the same thing. Sam Cedar fans came and started like putting native things when I made the Sam Cedar video and commenting negative things on my channel. I would never accuse, Sam Cedar brigaded me. No, it's just fans, they support people and then they go and they leave, negative comments on other people's. I'm not saying it's all right. I'm not saying you should do that, but that's the internet, baby. It's YouTube.
And I could talk, if I'm talking on a live stream about a thing that I'm talking about, even if people go over to your channel and they unsubscribe, that is not brigading. Brigading is targeted harassment, and that is the person trying to targetedly harass you. And I've never done that. I've never targeted any creator for targeted harassment.
In that moment, during that stream, we were doing a debate, and the harassment came in the chat. I had to put it in they had to put it in super slow mode. I had to put 7-day subscriber list. It was a mess. It was a total mess. It was very distracting from the actual debate and conversation.
Yeah, but that's not, listen,
I'm
that's
not
not
saying
brigading.
that's your fault. What I'm saying is that your people did that.
If
right?
Hassan Piker or Destiny is talking about me while I'm
brigade
live
me, Grid.
streaming, there's going to be hundreds of people from their chat who are going to come over to try to get my attention, or to try to inform me that's going on, or to kick up shit or something like that. Because when you have thousands and thousands of live viewers, that's what happens. Fractions of them do all kinds of shit. There's nothing you can do about it. There's literally nothing you can do about it. It's happened to me 1,000 times when different streamers are talking about me when I'm live. It's happened a ton of times.
Yeah.
Tons of times. It's even happened to me. It's even happened to me from your people when I've gone live. They've come over. There's just fewer of them, but they've come over and been like, hey, this and that. I don't like what's going on with this. I don't like what's going on with that. I wouldn't accuse you of brigading because you're talking about me and your people come over.
I would disagree with that moment and what happened in that moment and what happened in the chat. But even at that, like those are still like
you
the
see what I mean?
harassment and
It's like,
all
Sarah,
of
this chatter that's here, he goes, you can tell people not to go harass her. I fucking did. I did tell him that, and Dusty refuses.
Well, they're not listening. I heard
they just
you.
literally
I heard
refused.
I heard all of the other stuff you said. I'm not telling them to not. I'm not telling them to unsubscribe. I'm not.
Well, that's just more minimizing what Sarah did. Again, I'm not saying she did the worst thing in the world, but the fact of the matter is she was working with Rob. Andrew was giving her an opportunity. She wasn't just laughing. She also made that statement. Listen, that's the thing about the Panelverse. We all gang together, and then when there's some outsider causing trouble, we all band together in our homeless camp, and we tell them no more. That's the power of the Panelverse. So it's showing a clear allegiance to like, okay, listen, if it comes down to Andrew's opportunities and working with someone and the Panelverse, aka her friends, she's gonna choose her friends, which fine, but Andrew doesn't have to work with you. Okay, and if Andrew puts out a video saying stuff about you or whatever, and then people go and unsub, again, that's not brigading.
Telling them to do that, but like you have to have some form of
the
knowledge
YouTube
that
January
they're
6th. It really is, Marte. This really is the YouTube January 6th. Where were you on October 17th One of the most tragic days in YouTube history.
Do that if you do a live stream.
Yeah,
does.
the
He
thing
does. He's
is
playing dumb.
like I have knowledge that anytime somebody does a live stream about me, I can expect members of their chat to come over and be
Listen,
belligerent.
you know, you people in the comments defending this again, just keep pretending that you don't understand the situation. Like that's all I'm going to say. Keep pretending you don't get the conversation, the whole situation, and keep defending her. That's fine. It's not going to help her though. The only thing that's going to help her and Dusty and these people is making them realize their part in this whole thing. All right. But they keep denying any sort of accountability, which they're welcome to do. But it's not going to help them. It's not going to change any people's minds.
Or whatever, and nobody on this panel stream right now is the exception to that. Not you and not Dusty. So if you're
You did
doing a
a
live
live-
stream about me and you have 2 chatters, which is, let's say you have 20 and 2 of them come over, right? Isn't that 10% of your chat coming over to harass me? It's like, it's just the problem is that it's scalable. And so it's like, well, you
But
notice
that's
it,
a
I guess,
no,
when I
like-
do it. It's just that nobody notices it when you do it, but it's the same exact process.
Yes, but everybody's aware that we're live streaming about this thing. I was hosting a debate and you held that stream while I was already live doing something completely different, knowing there's nothing I could do about it in that moment. Right.
You think that was calculated?
No,
I didn't even know
what
you
I'm
had
saying-
a debate going. I didn't even know.
Marte was
Marte
debating.
Know
was
that was going
debating.
on. Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on. I just picked
Even-
the time. I just picked the time and streamed.
Right. I'm not saying you calculated it. I'm just saying that doing
I am.
that, well,
You're
you
saying
had
I
to have
calculated?
known.
I'll say it, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying
Okay.
is you had to have known I was live because you said go show her, and then
Well, I knew. Listen, I knew you. I knew you were live. I knew you were live, like halfway into the stream, but I didn't go live because you were live. I just went live because that was a streaming time I had picked.
yeah, that's fine, Andrew. I'm not going to battle on that one. But what I'm saying is, like I've just been getting harassment after harassment after harassment since that moment. The DMs, and I just delete them. I don't even read them at this point. But it's just there's a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with because of that night when I think all of this could have been resolved a lot better and more professionally if you had just reached out, messaged me, said, "What the fuck, Sarah? You call me right now," and I would have called you and I would have dealt with it and I would have
Well, yeah, Grid. And especially too, it's like just absolving everyone else of their poor behavior as well. Everybody else. It's only Rob's fault. If Rob just would have accepted people shouting down over him and sending him unsolicited advice and not moderating and all this stuff. If Rob would have just allowed that to happen, then he wouldn't be in this mess and it wouldn't have forced the panel versus hand.
swallowed my pride and dealt with it the way it needed to be dealt with without taking on all of this harassment and stuff. And nobody would have had to have broken up. Like I think Rob just went nuclear and you felt that and you wanted to have your boy. I get that. I'm not mad at that. What I'm saying is to talk about a professional relationship, but then to handle things very unprofessionally, you can't have it both ways in that aspect.
Well, I mean, you're subject to the same criticism. It's like, okay, if it was really about professionalism, then I would think that it was very unprofessional for you to be on a panel where they were brigading purposely Rob Noerr. And that was actual brigading. They were sending trolls over.
That was not at all brigading.
Yeah, you were
He
sending.
hold on, if I could back that up though, but Rob willingly dropped the link to them and he continued letting them back up again, right?
invited.
And he even said he didn't have an issue with them doing it. He said it was fun. He made money off of it. And that's how I looked at it too. Like, oh, Rob's like getting some extra dough coming in. It's fun, whatever. Like nobody's mad. He didn't appear mad about it at all. If he seemed upset about
He
it,
definitely appeared mad.
Listen, Gary, again, I don't give a shit. Like I've already went over this several times. You're acting like as if the debate was going fine. You know, Radical Coder wasn't shouting down at Rob Noerr or anything like that. The debate was going great. And then all of a sudden, Rob Noerr all of a sudden just muted himself and was like, fuck this, I'm out of here. and then he just came back and did the ShamWow commercial because Rob's just a piece of shit. Like that's the picture you're painting, and again, you're absolving, you're neglecting to point out the bad behavior of the other parties involved. So I'm not going to acknowledge any claims that you're saying because you're being disingenuous. Again, keep pretending that you don't understand the situation. All of you guys can keep pretending. Sarah could keep pretending. You could keep pretending. Go ahead and leave in your little pretend bubble. Well, none of you people do anything wrong. Again, it's not going to hurt Rob. Rob's doing just fine. It's not going to hurt Andrew. Andrew's doing just fine. It's not going to hurt them. It's only going to keep hurting you guys.
To me, and he definitely appeared mad the next day.
No,
He
was
seemed
mad.
He seemed to think that he was being harassed. Yeah.
He was, well, no, he specifically said that they didn't cross any lines. They didn't like do anything wrong. He had fun. He had a good time with it. Like he said he had no issue with it.
That's not what he said.
Yeah, no, definitely. She only cares because she lost money. That is the only reason why she cares. She fucked up. Dusty fucked. They all fucked up. It cost Sarah a lot of money and a lot of subscribers and such. And so now instead of being like, oh shit, I fucked up. No, instead it's like the fingers come out like, well, no, it's actually Rob's fault. It's actually Andrew's fault. It's actually the Crucible's fault. It's actually this fault. It's everyone else's fault but theirs. How many times do I have to say this? All right. How many times? They've accepted zero accountability. None. Nada. Sarah's amazing. She's great. She's perfect. She never makes any mistakes. She knows how to handle people. Oh, but with Rob, it's because of Rob. It's not because of anything she's done. She's amazing. Don't you guys know? Sarah is perfect. Never does anything wrong. That's the world that all these defenders want us to believe.
It's just bogus.
No,
It's
he
not what he
was
said.
he was mad at me.
Yeah, he did not say that. He said the exact opposite of that. He said that he was upset. He said it looked calculated. He said it looked like you guys. He was unaware that there was a panel going on, sending people over there. He was unaware of this. While
He
it
was
going
not
on.
unaware of it. He looked right at the camera and said, Flo, come over here.
Yeah, should we time out Gary? Let's time out Gary. Type 1's in the chat, Coolverse, if we should send Gary to the analverse. Should we banish him to the analverse? Thank you very much, Sarcastic Saint, for that $2 super chat, by the way. Should we time out Gary the Snail to the analverse, where his butthole will become a black hole in the vast void that is the analverse? By the way, for what it's worth, super chats means extra votes. Keep Gary. Goodness, Dusty's in the chat. Keep Gary. $2. All right. Well, that's 2 votes to keeping Gary. Thank you very much, Dusty. Dusty lurking in the background from outside the Coolverse, but he threw in his $2 votes to keep Gary. I told you he'd show up. I should have came on here like Dusty, Dusty, Dusty. And then he like Beetlejuice, he pops up. Ah! All right, mods, if you're in the chat, I think we have the votes tallied. Therefore, on the behalf of the citizens of the Coolverse, I banish you to the analverse for 24 hours, where your anus will become a black hole in the void. $20? What? What? Dusty? $20 votes? Oof. Oof. It's too late, man. Sorry. Well, now, should we unban Gary, though? That's a $20 vote right here from Powdered Dusty. But then again, Dusty isn't even a legal citizen here in the Coolverse. He doesn't have a membership. This is an illegal vote. No, but not honestly. Should I? He paid $20. Should we unban Gary? Time him for 10 seconds then? Well, I think the mods already did their work. I think he's already... I could... In the analverse, I could see You know what I want to do? I want to like make a little warp for the analverse behind here when I have to banish someone. I think that'll be pretty cool. But I'm already hearing his butthole being stretched out as we speak. Is this Dusty's out the count? 10-second undoes the 24 hours. Should I pull a Dusty where he wanted to charge people like $200 to being Rob up? Should I charge Dusty like, I'll be generous. Let's say another $20 to bring back Gary. Oh, let's do $40. $60 total. I'm learning how to grift. Did you guys know Dusty taught Andrew how to grift? I'm trying to learn from the master here, Dusty. Charge Dusty $100? Yeah, no, this will only be charged to Dusty. If Dusty pays another $80, then I'll bring Gary back. I'm trying to learn from Dusty, guys. Dusty taught Andrew how to grift. Just like Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunk taught Elvis how to swivel his hips. Same thing. Just banish Dusty as well so they can enjoy each other. Listen, he did pay $20. I don't want to like take his $20 and then ban him. That's the only thing keeping Dusty around, or else I would be banished to the analverse. Nope. All right. Well, listen, Dusty, you could stay. Pay $20. I would feel bad taking your 20 and kicking you out. But I ain't bringing back Gary, though. So there you go. His butthole's being stretched out into the analverse right now. Paul Gary. Should give me a link. It'll bring Andrew. But listen, Dusty, I would. I have no problem bringing you on. But like, is there really anything are you going to make any new arguments that's going to magically turn everything around? Like, it's the same shit, Dusty. Time out Dusty for 2 minutes. He needs some quiet time. Your children heard this and they're like, thank you very much for the $2 sarcastic saint. My children heard this and they're laughing. What did they hear? The analverse? No, Dusty, you didn't really change my mind. I still feel you guys are in the wrong. That my thing is that you guys took absolutely zero responsibility for anything. Even if I grant you this is not all your fault. Even if I grant you that, what is your fault in this? That would be my question. His anus is now an event horizon. Yeah. I got to get that made though. I got to get like a little warp that appears behind me, and then I banish people to the analverse. Yeah, look, Dusty, what's the fucking point? Yeah, look, it's just, is this just what more content for your channel? Give me a link and I'll tell you. Okay, how about pay me $80 and I'll bring you on? I'm trying to learn from you, Dusty. You taught Andrew how to grift. I want to learn too. I mean, we are talking about them, so it's only fair to let them defend themselves, I guess, right? But what? They've had all this time to defend themselves. Nothing new. You suck at this, not a chance. Well, why were you charging people $200 to bring Rob up? Yeah, damn it. I do have questions for him. Okay, listen, guys. Look, I'll take another vote, all right? Look, I'm going to take another poll right here, okay? It's not just going to be ones or twos in the chat. Let me put up a poll here. All right, look, Dusty, look. Because I'm a moron, I might entertain this. Should we let Dusty up? Oh, wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put up a poll. Start a poll. There we go. Should we let Dusty up? There you go. There you go. I'll give this 5 minutes. No, I'll give it 3 minutes. 3 minutes. We'll keep watching this. And if you win in 3 minutes, then I'll let you up. There. That's a fair compromise. All right, let's keep watching then in the meantime. Let's see. It's already started. All right. Here.
Yeah, he talked right at me.
Oh, my stupid.
Yeah,
The panel that you were on was Flo, that Sarah was on. Was that your panel?
Yes.
Yeah. So the thing is, though, is that he didn't know that there was an entire panel there that was sending people over there to troll his chat. He didn't know that.
his chat was telling him that that's where they were coming from.
He didn't know it, and it was clear in the video he didn't know it. But
okay.
even that aside, even if he did, right? It's such an optical eyesore, and it's like, look, if you don't know what you don't know, fine, that's fine, right? But I'm always the same way. I've always been this way with everyone, and and you knew this right from the very beginning of talking to me, right? But very, very low threshold when it comes.
Oh, wait a minute now. How come all of a sudden my freaking count went up a big time? Is Dusty getting his Is Dusty getting his brigade here? I'll be able to see by the votes. Well, right now, there might be a lot of illegal citizens here in the Coolverse.
Comes to people creating disturbances and issues,
not doing shit
around
okay.
any of the projects I'm doing or companies I'm doing, and I usually will just literally just distance myself. I'm just done instantly. That's the way I've always been when I do business. What do you mean except for Rob?
Well,
Rob's not an eyesore. Rob's a huge creator. He's not an eyesore. I don't know what you're talking.
I'm not going to go down that route. I think the thing of it is if that is the case, then Rob going explosive, like it would have never even been a thing. Like this is the kind of like that Barbara Streisand effect. Like nobody would have even known. I was on a panel at 5 o'clock in the morning giggling at this. Like Rob came and made it explosive and made it a big deal. But even at that, again, I didn't send anyone over. He was saying that I coordinated this and that I like set all this up and did all I did was show up. I had rated Flo earlier that night, and then I went and hung out on his panel, and that's when North started talking, and North decided to go over there first.
Look, ultimately for me, it just comes down to this, right? If it comes down between you or somebody else and Rob, it's going to be Rob.
That's fine. That's that.
I mean, and the thing is,
decision. There's no changing
the thing is like that's always going to be the case. I'm always going to get my boys' backs no matter what.
I get that.
And the old adage applies.
All right. It's been officially 3 minutes. I started it at 2:52. It's now 2:55. The people have voted no, Dusty. All right. I gave you a shot. Here we go. I gave you a shot, though. Subscribers only is a good idea if you think you're getting hate rated, but I don't think that's what's going on. You're just getting good traction. Like, oh, all right. Well, there you go. All right. That's okay. Oh, look, real democracy. Yeah. Hey, this is a democratic. It's democratic here in the Coolverse. I'm a generous ruler. I am a generous ruler. These cringe panelverse people are more up their own ass with their self-importance than your average liberal. Yeah. Let Marte and Dusty come up. Okay. How about Dusty and Marte? Marte, would you want to come up? Dusty, would you? I won't charge you. Dusty, you could come up if you would want to go against Marte. People might want to see that. If Dusty was doing content about you, I'm pretty sure and he has. Dusty has let me up. Listen, I'm not against letting Dusty up, but if it's just more of this same old shit, like what's the point?
You get up at the bar room, right? Your friend picks a fight. You get up at the bar room. You get up with him. It doesn't matter. You talk to him about it afterwards. But the thing is like, that wasn't even what I was upset about. Just didn't understand why in the middle of this big business transaction, that it was just such terrible optics. I'm like, why? Just why? It's just so silly. That's the thing. It's like it didn't even. What should have happened there is both of you should have distanced yourself from both of each other. That's what should have happened. But what do I know?
What?
Well, I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
but even at that, if that is the case, then Rob doing that big 3-hour rant about me
Oh yeah,
and not
my
even
retarded ass is muted. Anyway, I was talking about Dusty wanting his $20 back, but again, like I didn't promise anything, Dusty. I didn't say, hey, give me $20 and you could come on. And no, I didn't promise. You chose to send me $20, unless Andrew has mind control powers too there, and somehow forced you to send me $20. You're reviewing my same old shit. I'll talk to Marte on his channel, my channel, your channel. If you pay me the $20, I'm not giving you the content for free after burning my dono and wasting time. I didn't promise you anything with the dono, Dusty. I didn't say donate me $20 and you're going to get this. The only thing your $20 has saved you from is getting kicked out. But even then, I didn't even promise that. Is that going to be the new narrative, or is there going to be videos on your channel but like Vic owes me $20? Vic's a piece of. This is how one of the Andrew Wilson cult members stole $20 from me. Thank you very much, How Long Nate. Dusty the White Knight sweeping for his anchor. Thank you very much for the dono. Much appreciated. Postal Joe, the Panelverse is hoping for a goodwill hunting moment. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Yeah, I know. Thank you very much for the $5, man. Much appreciated. Give me my 20 bars back. You can't use my content. Oh, what a loser. So now the narrative is going to be, let's see, the narrative is going to be now, he wouldn't let me up. He owed me this. He was talking about me. He's using my video. He owed me this. Well, why didn't he let Rob up to talk to Sarah? Why did he grift to have Rob up? They were talking about Rob. Why did he grift to have Rob up? Why was he so upset that Mr. E, you don't know me anything, I'm just playing hardball 2 now? Matching energy, as they say. Okay, because I was just going to say, well, you know, why wouldn't you let Rob up? Why did you grift for Rob? Why were you so upset Mr. E gave him the freaking, that Mr. E gave him the link? Anyway. Let's watch what the Sarah thing, and then we're going to get to the Rob segment, and then we'll watch what Rob had to say after.
saying he didn't talk to you first about it. He just went and did this stream. Wouldn't that be worse business optics that he would even do that?
What? The stream?
His 3-hour rant mad at me for the night before. Like, wouldn't that be worse if
No,
it, like
listen,
to,
no.
hold on, if it's well, let me say,
Okay,
if
go
it's
ahead.
if it's business related, right? And
Mhm.
now I was not aware that Rob was even in on.
Yeah, no, I know Wi-Fi. I'm being a content thief again. You know, at least I didn't pay anyone this time to get called that.
This bigger project, just for the record, I didn't know
Yeah.
that, but even with that, like I did not look at this as like a bad thing in that aspect, because Flo was in Crucible Discord. Flo like hung out with you guys on panels and has done stuff, right? So I thought it was just fun between two channels, having fun, going back and forth, whatever. So that's my start for that. But even if this is a business thing and Rob goes and explodes because he knew I was in on this project, right? Then that's actually
Thank you
worse for
very
him
much,
to do that.
Galactic Contradiction, for $9.99. These Panelverse people are literally the biggest loners. I don't know if you meant to put loners or losers. I don't know. All they can do is sit all day on their computers and cry about other people having better lives. Well, thank you very much, Galactic Contradiction, for the $9.99 donor. Very much appreciated.
At shitting on someone who's being brought in on a project.
Why? He had every right to be a.
All right. Should we also listen? I don't want to do this to the Panelverse. Panelverse supports me, but a lot of people seem to have a problem with him being here. Should I also time out the Panelverse? And by Panelverse, I mean actual Panelverse. Put ones in the chat if Panelverse should go, or twos if he should stay. It just took 24 hours, Benjamin. Yeah, look, I just noticed that it's causing a lot of trouble in the chat, and so listen, it just might be best. Yeah, I know the Panelverse is always going on and on about Andrew. I don't know what his deal is. Apparently, he said a lot of like really personal things and stuff. So I got nothing personal against the guy. Like I said, he supports my channel, but he's causing this many issues. Trouble in the chat, aka entertainment. All right, Panelverse. Well, it looks like you're going to have to be banished. The people, the citizens have spoken, and you're going to have to be banished to the Analverse for 24 hours. Imagine a portal opening up for me, and you are banished, where your anus will become a black hole into the never-ending void of the Analverse. Yes, the Coolverse has spoken. Slammed him out. Boom goes dynamite. All right. Okay. Well, let's watch the rest of this Sarah apology, non-apology. Then we'll see when Rob comes up, and then I'll get a little bit of Rob's thoughts after.
Said about the fact that he was getting brigaded by those channels.
Right, but if it's a
every right to be
business,
mad about it.
if it's a business relationship, instead of going and exploding like that, again, we could have just had the private conversation.
Well, I mean, my understanding from what I saw in DMs, he tried to have a private conversation. That's not
that.
and
No,
you,
he
and
did
then
not.
and then you
No,
would take those and make those public, right?
No, all he did was say, "I'm going to talk about this power of the Panelverse." It was very. It was a very.
No, there was DMs back and forth before that, Sarah.
For what?
Between the two of you.
For that moment?
No, even before that, which you guys started to have problems.
I always worked with him privately, trying to work through his issues with other streamers, and then every time he went public.
Yeah, my understanding is the opposite. Was that that you were going public with this stuff? But even if that's not the case,
no,
right?
it's not the
Those
case at all.
details were always completely unconcerning to me. Only
Yeah,
thing of concern to
and
me
that's
is that
which is why you didn't see me getting mad or calling you or
Yeah.
telling anybody about it, because I was handling them privately and behind the scenes. And then the very next day, he would go and stream about very said thing. And I'm like, what is he doing? So to me, I just chalked it up as, well, whatever. Like, I even had to message him saying, hey, your people are commenting saying that, like, if you ban Rob and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, let me correct that, because he's talking about stuff that we're talking about privately on his show, which fine if he wants to do that, but that's not how I handle things very privately. But even at that, with
that
him,
panel wasn't private.
Look at
but
the big red.
but again, with that
The
panel,
dusty crowd.
with that panel, it was again, I thought it was just everyone was having, they just had a show together, right? Everyone's just having fun. I didn't take it as like they're at war for
Well,
anything.
let me ask you something else that has been bothering me, right? So since we're on here having a conversation anyway. When you did your response stream, you said you were trying to distance yourself from the Crucible, like over time, because the chat was bothering you. The people in the Crucible were too rowdy or whatever it was, right? You're trying to distance yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that you said you omitted that you were trying to set up the Roma debate with me? You said the last time he was on was with John Fugelsang, and of course I'm going to take that because it was just like free money for you or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay,
That
I
was a
get
really
that.
good debate for you.
Yeah, I get that, but like when you said you were trying to distance yourself, you had tried to set up the Roma army debate, and I didn't ask you to do that. You came to me for it.
I was
So
originally.
how are you trying to distance yourself while at the same time you're trying to get me on to debate on your channel again?
I was
Even after
originally trying to
Fugelsang.
get Marte, because Marte wanted me to get her on. She wasn't budging on that one. And then Rachel was having her stuff. I was trying to work on that one. And then that obviously didn't work because you wanted it, because she talked shit about his wife. And I think that's fine. So then I was like, all right, well, let's just move on to the, like, it's more along the lines of trying to get Roma on, right? And you are the one
Well,
that
that
wants
doesn't
to.
sound like you're trying to distance yourself from me.
No. Hold on. I have not been actively trying to find debates for you prior to that. Like I think the last one before John Fugelsang was in early September with Josie.
Yeah,
I think it
because I
was.
was
Yeah.
But
busy.
what's going on in my chat
Have a
and
good
my
one.
panels is it's getting a little overrun by Crucible people. So I'm having a lot of people not wanting to come to the panels because they feel uncomfortable, and that kind of goes against my whole the space that I offer, the means of my platform, and who I bring on, and how I have an open door policy. So it was starting to become an actual issue, and I was running into a lot of walls because the Crucible was just too had too much showing in not just you, but like the panelists, the chatters, the so on and so forth.
So Sarah, we got you messaged me about Adam Steelborn, right? You wanted to do a debate on Christian ethics. That was that's in September.
That was his
And then
request.
he had Fugelsang, and then you asked me about Roma Army. This does
Well,
not look like you were trying to distance yourself at all. Like that literally doesn't look like you're trying to distance yourself. It looks like the opposite to me.
I kind of knew you weren't going to take the Steelborn one. I think I said that too. I kind of knew you weren't going to take that one, but I wanted to be kind to Steelborn because
Wanted to be kind of Steelburn. Why couldn't you tell Steelburn, hey, listen, me and Andrew aren't on good terms or anything right now, so I don't think he's gonna take this if I ask them. Like, why couldn't she have done that? You know what I mean? See how there's like steps that she could have done instead, but no, again, she never does anything wrong. Every move she makes is perfect. Like if it were me and I knew I was on bad terms with someone, and if someone asked me, hey, I want to debate, let's say I'm in bad terms with Andrew, and someone goes, hey, I want to debate Andrew on your channel, I would be like, I don't know if he's going to do it because me and him aren't on good terms right now. Maybe go go ask someone else to debate Andrew or something like that. That's what I would have done. But obviously, she still wanted a chance at that revenue money. So maybe she could have even figured that, like, well, if I tell him that actually Steelborn wanted this, maybe Andrew will come back and I could get a piece of that Crucible pie.
he did ask for you, and I I respect people with what they originally want. So you declined that one as I assumed, and so I
but
think
I
I
mean,
had already recommended to him other
it just
people.
doesn't look like you were trying to distance yourself at all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's
Yeah.
if you want to say it, that's fine. I don't like. I'm not going to argue you on my intent.
see again, like he's like, well, it just seems like you weren't trying to distance you. Oh, okay, well, it's fine if you want to look at it that way. I mean, but again, if people were asking her to debate Andrew, and her and Andrew were already on the outs, she could have told them that, saying, hey, listen, yeah, we're kind of not working together right now or something. You might want to go ask someone else or something, not just be like, oh, okay. But it's obviously because she still does want to work with Andrew, and she thinks that, well, if I use this person as an excuse, well, there you go.
Well, I mean, it just, I don't know. So to me, because the appearance was Andrew's a cult leader, his people are sycophants, blah, 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 blah. The powdered Dusty and other people are in your orbit who enhance the streams. That, he's a cult leader, he's a this, he's a that, blah, 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 blah. When you say, oh, I was secretly trying to distance myself over time and this and that, it gives the impression that, and then you say, well, it's because, look, I had only had this one debate with John Fugelsang. That was because I was busy the month before. But when in fact, he would actually approach me with an offer for multiple debates after both before Fugelsang and after Fugelsang.
This is period. So they're prior to the fight with Rob. But then I don't understand then. Like, if this was prior, then what would have been the issue of Sarah trying to work with him, though? Like, if this was prior to the whole Rob thing, then there would have been no issue of Sarah trying to work with Andrew, because they would have been cool then. The only way this makes sense is if they were already on the outs, no? Is there something I'm not understanding?
People saying so. That's why I'm like, that doesn't seem correct to me. That seems like.
Did you infer that?
Yeah, she definitely inferred that she was trying to. She didn't infer. She just said it outright. Like, I was trying to distance myself from the Crucible. Now I'm free from the evil cult of the Crucible, basically, right? That was like basically how
she was trying to distance, or she.
Oh, because she claims she was trying to distance herself with Andrew and Crucible before the fight with Rob, and Andrew was calling bullshit. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. Even if that were the case, though, so even if this was before the blow up, why again? So let's say Steelburn goes to Sarah, says, "Hey, I want to debate Andrew." Why wouldn't she be like, "Listen, I'm kind of trying to distance myself a little bit or something," Why couldn't she say that? Why did she still try to do it anyway?
Had dropped you already. She didn't say she dropped you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna drop.
I didn't say that,
but
she
I wasn't
said that.
trying.
She said
to...
that she was attempting to distance herself,
right?
And the justification was, you notice how they only did the one debate on my channel. But what was neglected to be stated was that she approached me with multiple debates, both before that and after that. That's not distancing.
Oh, and after. So wait, it was after. Let me see.
Right, like I was trying to distance myself from the Crucible. Now I'm free from the evil cult of the Crucible, basically, right? That was like basically how
she was trying to distance, or she had dropped you already. She didn't say she dropped you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna drop.
I didn't say that,
but
she
I wasn't
said that.
trying.
She said
to...
that she was attempting to distance herself,
right?
And the justification was, you notice how they only did the one debate on my channel. But what was neglected to be stated was that she approached me with multiple debates, both before that and after that. That's not distancing.
Before the debate.
It probably is from earlier. Yeah.
What?
It probably is. Is it less communication than you'd had prior to that?
Not really.
I mean,
no,
not really. No.
Not really. No, it really wasn't. Look, I'm very short and sweet in my communications. I'm just like, information, done. I don't really say too much outside of that. I don't need to, right? It's just like, here's the info, here's the prompt, here's whatever. I'm not very mouthy in DMs, but it doesn't look to me like there was any. It looked to me like it was like a post hoc thing. I was actually trying to get away from the Crucible. So that's all. I'm just saying it doesn't look that way to me. So
that's what it looks like with you saying not to brigade her after brigading. It looked like a post hoc.
I said that before I ever said the other thing, bro. Do you realize that? I said it both before and after. Do not harass this woman. First of all, I have a zero tolerance policy in harassment anyway. I always have. I've nuked
You
people
do?
right.
Do
Yeah.
do you
I've
want the
nuked
names
people
of the
right
people?
I've
Do
nuked
you want us
people
to
right
give you
out of
the
the
names of the
chats.
people?
Oh,
Yeah. Do you want us
absolutely.
to give you the names of
If there's people
everybody
in my
who's
chat,
harassed?
if there's people in
No.
my chat who are privately DMing people and harassing them, absolutely, I'll nuke them out of the chat right now. I've always had
Yeah,
that
What
policy.
about what about all
I already got a nice message from someone saying from Dagoth, you are saying cry more, bitch. Your voice cracking amuses me. I do apologize. I am sick today, so this was not on my to-do list.
By the way, guys, there's 123 people watching on YouTube and only 83 likes. There's a lot of gay guys in the chat and maybe some lesbians. Who knows? I'm just saying. Just saying. I'm trying to save you from sin here. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
do you want us to
If you
give
have a
you-
list, if you have a list of people who are in the Crucible chat who are harassing you, yeah, absolutely.
Well,
We'll get
they'd
them
be
out of the
harassing
community
us
immediately.
on our pages. They can't harass us at your chat because we're not there, right?
There's a lot of
If they're a person who's harassing you and I'm aware of it and I can do something about it, Dusty, then I'll do something about it.
Okay.
just
But
go in the
I can
comments.
I can only do what's within my power to do. Like, what am I supposed to
I
do?
agree.
Should I hunt
I
these
agree.
people down and beat them about the head and shoulders?
I mean,
Or
what
should
are you going to do?
my chat?
I
Like,
mean,
which thing
I'm just trying to get clarity on the offer that you made. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to block them? Are you going to?
if they're in my chat and they're
Mhm.
harassing her, yeah, I'll get them out of the chat, of course, and out of the community. I've always
they're
had a
in
zero
your chat
policy.
harassing
I've
her.
always had a zero tolerance policy on creator harassment. We've never
So
done it.
if they're in your chat and they're harassing her, would that look like all the comments that were coming back when they were unsubscribing?
That's not harassment. Many of those
Well,
people just gave opinions. They weren't harassing
How
nobody.
could somebody harass her
Harassment's
in your
like
chat?
you're consistently and constantly sending DMs to a person or
Okay.
targeting them in some way. Harassment's not even one message. Harassment's not like, hey, you suck. That's not harassment. Harassment is a targeted campaign towards somebody. That's what harassment is. So you can't be like, oh,
That
this
can't
guy
happen in your
this
chat.
guy
I'm
DM
not-
me a mean thing. That's not
All
harassment.
right, listen. So now they're going into harassment. Look, I want to get to the Rob thing. See, Trippy comes back again. So Trippy came back again. Again, I don't know why. And so finally, Dusty lets on Rob. I believe it starts here.
It's a long ass breathing segment.
Yeah, I noticed you didn't deny it. So why don't you bring Sarah up? She didn't want to talk.
I've
to me
never
on her
even been
own.
to prison.
So maybe with you,
I've
like
never even
you-
been to prison. You're just
like
making
you,
up things.
when you need to debate me, it has to be with a friendly mod that'll allow you to interrupt. Maybe Sarah will have better luck with a friendly mod for her that could let her interrupt the entire time.
Well, what do you want
Why
to
don't
talk
you
to
bring
Sarah
her
about? I thought you wanted to talk to me.
Well, for example, Sarah's talking about brigading. My question to her would be, is it brigading if she did a show talking shit on me for 5 hours, then rated over, then had her audience saying in my chat that they were going to mass report me? Is that brigading?
That wasn't her audience. That was one of
That's
your
not
plans.
true at all. It
Just-
was directly
just
her
like-
audience.
Excuses
Just
after
like that chick
excuse.
you and Andrew pulled up on stage that one day out of the chat, the Jew who was talking about Sarah or Rachel being Jewish.
So your
Those aren't-
argument is it was coincidental that Sarah raided me, someone that was on her channel in her chat before the raid, then came over and said, I hate what you did with Sarah. We're mass reporting
Can-
you. But that
can you
wasn't
show
from
me?
Sarah's audience.
Can you pull up the live chat?
Sarah
and
can
who
see it.
was?
Sarah could see it. She was there. She
Well,
was
let's-
in
well,
the
let's-
chat when it
let's-
happened.
I want to see it. You're making a claim. I haven't seen it. I don't know about it. Can we
Bring
see it?
Sarah up.
You're
she
making-
knows about it.
No, you don't call the fucking shots here, Rob.
That's right. See now
You're
you
out of
see
your
like-
goddamn mind if you,
You
think
see,
that I'm
now
going to do what.
In fairness, I should call the shots because your entire channel's just talking about me. The little table scraps you get. I'm glad that I'm such a great.
World-class passive-aggressive pussy, perhaps, but not debater.
There you go. See, that's all you have. Your whole channel's just talking about me. I'm happy I could do it for you, Dusty. Someone has to throw you a bone. Ask
you.
Sarah. Ask Sarah if she rated me and that happened.
I'm not going to ask her anything.
If it did happen, Dusty, would that be
If it did
brigading?
happen- No, probably not. One
Why
person,
not?
one person,
Your
one
definition-
person making a chat, one
No,
person making a
no.
chat.
Your argument it was brigading if Andrew did a stream and said, "Hey, I don't like her anymore. I'm not dealing
That's
with
not
her."
what
That's
happened.
brigading.
That's not
What
at
if he
all
would
what
have? What if he
happened.
would
That's
have
not at all what
rated her?
happened.
If he would have rated
That's
her,
not at all what happened.
if he would
Rob.
have rated her, would that have been brigading? after he did that stream?
After he did that stream, yes, it would have.
Okay, but when Sarah talks shit on me in a stream for 5 hours and then raids me, that's not brigading?
No, she didn't. She was.
Why
explaining
is
her-
that not brigading?
Because
Explain
she was
why it's
explaining. I'm about to. She was explaining her side of the narrative that you and Andrew had put out there. You guys you guys had a monopoly on the narrative.
Monopoly.
And she finally responded to it and gave
That's
her
not
side
true.
of it.
She'd done multiple videos.
When she rated you, she didn't say anything hostile. She didn't give any instructions. She didn't say go show them the power of the tomato. She didn't say drop 1,000 subs in an hour. That was Andrew.
Andrew was reading super chats. What she did was talk shit. First off, she had her chance to respond several times, had done several videos before that one. Secondly, she passive aggressively titled the video something about me, then changed the name afterwards. Third, after talking shit the entire time, she rated over. And then she pretended to be like, oh, I was just trying to help you, Rob. Now, it's this reason that everyone that's watching this should know that you're all full of shit. All of you. It's never been about, oh, we were just innocent. We didn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And why would people get mad at us? And this is what you all do. You're liars. You're passive aggressive. You won't say things positive.
You're trying to hold me account for something somebody else did.
So bring her up.
That wasn't at all the same. It wasn't at all the same.
She's right backstage. Bring her up.
She is backstage.
Right. Bring her up.
Do you want to talk to him? He's not calling the shots, but if you want to talk to him, I'll let you come up and talk to him.
He's mixing up his videos. He says I was talking about him for 5 hours, or that was a sleepy tomato night. And we were talking
excuses. That was a sleepy I watched it. See, these people are lucky that someone actually watches their shit. I watched it. They did talk about Rob. Did she spend the whole 5 hours talking about Rob? No. But she did talk about it. But now she's lying and saying, like, well, actually, that was just a sleepy. He's mixing up his timelines. That was just a sleepy tomato stream. No, she did talk about the drama in that stream. Again, not the whole time, but she did.
about completely different stuff. I think Rob came up like right towards the tail end from the chat or something. I can't remember. But he's just mixing up the videos.
How convenient. She doesn't remember what happens there. See, notice how she doesn't remember. Again, we should start hanging out with these people. These people are the most perfect people that you could ever find. Never does anything wrong.
We did go raid him, but my chat wanted to go raid him, and I specifically said them, let's go show love and olive branch. Go send some tomatoes and hearts. That's it. And then go
tomatoes
hang
and
out with
hearts.
Flo.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna go send Rob some tomatoes and hearts. Show him support, guys. Even though I'm beefing with Rob Noerr right now, and I titled this same stream. She did, by the way. She titled the stream. It was about Rob Noerr. It had Rob Noerr in the title, and then she changed it. So yeah, no. Why would she do that? Then she has nothing to hide. But no, she wasn't. She's a liar. She's a freaking snake. That's why I don't want to deal with these people. They're not. Dusty's not going to come on her and be honest and be like, we'll listen and have a good faith discussion. It's just going to be more gaslighting, more lying, blah, blah, blah.
So, there were very specific instructions I gave to the chat. And then even the lady,
like she can't just say, yeah, I fucking rated him to troll him or whatever like that. She can't just say it. She has to be like, well, look, I rated him, send some hearts and some tomatoes.
Whatever that lady was saying, she was going to report his channel or something.
Yeah, snake in the grass.
I even went into his chat and said, like, do not do that. Like, I do not, don't do reporting. Like, that's stupid.
And it is a good point to say, nobody do any reporting after this. I don't stand for that shit. So anyways, all right. Thank you.
Well, and how come she didn't have Rob confront her himself? All she did was come up and put out her statements, and that's it. If Sarah really has nothing to hide, if she's a girl boss, CEO, strong, independent woman, how come she can't talk about this to Rob or herself? It's because she knows she's in the wrong.
Hey, wait a wait night for her. Hey, as always, she can't fight her own
I know
battles,
that you want a screaming match. I know that you want to get in a screaming match with a girl. I've seen you do it before.
I'm not screaming.
You want to do it again.
I'm not screaming.
It's not devolving into that.
It's not like you, Dusty. I don't hide behind trolls. I could actually say things for myself. Unlike
How
you
am I
that sends
hiding? You blocked me. And I'm
because
hiding?
the night. Why did I? So let's see how this goes. I blocked you because you had a panel that I was unaware of at the time of a bunch of people that were coming over.
Yeah, I was right about her Harley Quinn photo. Red flag, right? Red flag. We should have all seen it.
For one by one trolling me. Once someone said Dusty's live right now and it's a panel, I said, why doesn't Dusty come on then? He's such a big boy. Why doesn't he come on? So your argument is
unaware and aware at the same time, Rob.
I just told you how. Listen again. I started to get people on. Do you think that I knew Orthodox guy was from your channel, or the guy with the hat that was pretending to be like someone who supported me only to troll me at the end? You think I knew that those were trolls from your channel when it started?
Yes, I do.
No, I didn't. I didn't know until
you did.
someone in my chat said Dusty's live. That's where these people were coming over. I didn't even know the guy in the hat until the very last minute, right? When he was like, wait, real quick. When I was like, yeah, I got to go tonight, blah, blah, blah. Because at that point he was glazing me and then was like, oh, I got to go, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, oh, fuck you or something like that at the end. Then once I realized, oh, this is all people from Dusty's channel. So yes, I blocked someone who's intentionally admitting that they were sitting over to troll me for my live stream when I was having callers. Okay,
Rob,
what's that have to do with Sarah?
Why did you
having to
continue
protect
to
Sarah
let
from
them up
talking
and
to me?
invite them over?
Why did I continue to allow people?
Why did you?
I didn't.
You gatekeep your panels. You have one-on-one call-ins.
Right.
You continued to invite and allow people from your chat to come over.
People from my chat to come over.
No, people from my chat. I'm sorry.
I didn't know they were from your chat.
I can share a screen and I can show you somebody in your chat saying, I just flipped over and
right.
Back.
That's the point. Is once people told me these are trolls from your
guy,
and
that
I
was Landry.
it.
Before the guy with the hat, even you're lying about your timeline,
I'm
Rob.
not.
And it's
I'm telling you right now.
Demonstrable. It's demonstrable. I can pull it up right now.
When the first person that called over, I had no clue that you were doing a panel right then. That you guys were all sitting around. I knew they were fans of yours, probably, or at least fans of Radical Coders.
So you don't want to look at the chat at how early your chat was.
Put it up. I don't give a shit. What's it matter? This chat's going to say Dusty's doing a panel right now. All these people came from it.
I am not playing
if it
that.
Happened,
you said exactly this game. I'm not playing that game with you.
What I'm telling you is, before. I could have guessed that these were people that were supporters of you. I did not know that you were doing. I did not know that you were doing a panel with a bunch of people discussing how to troll me and then sending them over one by one.
That's not what we were doing at all.
I did not know that until after.
Did you watch? That's not even what happened at all. That's not what happened at all.
Here's
North went over there. North went to go talk to you.
Yeah, that was
once he learned that you were live. When he learned that you were live, he went to talk to you. He'd been wanting to talk to you. He's Connor's homie.
Okay. Yep. We talked to him. Yeah. I don't think he was a troll from your
channel.
We
watched that.
Okay.
He left my panel to go talk to you, so we tuned in to watch it. That was not trolling. After that was done, we quit watching. We moved on to something else. And then somebody else decided to go over and talk to you too. I mean, you're saying that I was incorrect when I saw from your video that night of the people that were calling over trolling me, coming back to your video talking about it and then coming back over. When I saw that afterwards, I'm wrong. That didn't occur. That was no organization.
And then when
people from my channel saw you and North crashing out, and they decided to go play on their own. There was no organization.
And then they came back and were discussing it as they were coming back over.
Sure.
And then one of the guys, right? And then one of the guys said, "Yeah, we did very poorly." And you said, "No, boys, we did a great job tonight. It was all funny."
Rob,
that didn't happen.
Are you a podcaster? Do you run a YouTube channel?
Yes. Why are you changing the subject?
Well, do you know how to handle trolls?
Yes, I think I did very well.
Why are you so sensitive about it?
I'm not. I blocked you after I dealt with you.
See, so it's always Rob's fault. Like it's always, well, why is he so sensitive about it? Why is he emotional? Why is it all these things? Okay, well, when Sarah lost her subs, why was she so sensitive about it? When she had people leaving her negative comments, why was she so sensitive about it? When Rob apparently misrepresented Dusty on his channel in their debates back and forth, why was Dusty so sensitive about it? Like, we could just flip that around, but they always put it back on Rob. Again, it's always Rob's fault, no matter what. No matter what it is, it's Rob's fault.
You made you look like
you
fools.
Blocked me. You cried about it to everybody. You made videos about me after blocking me. You blocked me on X.
I didn't want to deal with. How would you deal with trolls? You tell me. You don't block them.
If you actually don't want to deal with a troll, you don't bring them on stage.
You block them.
You don't.
Gotcha.
Should I take? Well, Dusty, there you go. Dusty said it himself. I got to be honest. I was feeling a little bad. I was like, maybe. See, look, here's my thing. So I could be too nice. I'm too considerate of other people's feelings. All right. And so, I was just like, you know what? Like, maybe I should have just let Dusty on, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'm being a dick about this. But there you go. I have the words from Dusty himself. When you have a troll, you don't bring him on stage. From Dusty's own mouth.
You don't keep releasing new videos with their face on the fucking thumbnails like you did of me.
I did. I don't know what exactly my editor clipped. I don't much give a shit.
None of you fuckers are responsible for anything over there, are you?
We actually have
do everything. Mr. E did everything. Your editor does shit.
Dusty,
you don't have a fucking clue what's going on your own channel, do you?
Dusty, if you get to the point where people are interested in hearing you for anything other than little drama from the Crucible, maybe you too would be able to hire a team of people. I'm sorry you don't have that good fortune. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. I blocked you, didn't want to deal with it. My editor can put videos up that he wants about the things that I talk about. You talk about me on an almost daily basis. I don't give a shit
of the content on your channel,
yes,
whether
that's
you're aware
true.
of it or
I don't
not.
care. Yes. I'm unimpressed with your telling me how I should deal with trolls. I'll deal with them as I see fit. I think I've done very well. And what's this have to do with you guys trolling me and then me blocking you for it and then you white knighting for Sarah and not leaving her talk to me? What's that have anything to do with that?
The reason I'm not leaving her talk to you is because you think that you run this shit. You're confused.
I don't.
You've been confused since day one about how important you are. You're not important. You understand that.
Who is more important?
You're not important. Well, how come they make videos? Isn't that what Rob just said? Like, how come they make videos about him then if he's not so important? It doesn't make any sense.
Nobody's impressed with Rob Noerr's fucking clout.
Who is more important, me or Sarah? Just curious. And you're less important than her, so where's that put you, Dusty? Your entire streaming career is just the scraps of Crucible drama. That's it. So I would say that probably puts me as more important than you.
I have people that I troll that are loyal cows. I have people I make content about who are smaller than me, bigger than me. It's
amazing.
It's who antagonizes me and then runs.
Very good.
You threw a rock and hid your hand. You got on my radar, you fat bitch.
Wow. And I don't give a shit. So, and what?
What are you here for?
Well, I was coming to talk to Sarah and talk to Trippy.
Well, then you should invite Sarah on your panel, or you should join her sometime.
Sarah rated me, and I said she come up right now. She chose not to. Instead, she wanted her audience to come harass me.
So notice Dusty who was like, well, why don't you invite her on your panel, or you could go on hers. And he says that because, well, it's going to be more ad revenue for Sarah to have Rob on her panel. Why don't they just do a joint thing where they could both benefit, but they could have a conversation? Why don't they do that? Have a conversation. They could both simultaneously stream to both channels. They could both make some money. If this is all about grifting, why don't they just do that? Why is Sarah afraid to do that?
And then complain about brigading on other streams.
She has open panels regularly. I bet she lets you up.
I don't give a shit. I wanted to talk to her one-on-one and not with her having the power to moderate. You're here to moderate. I accept you as a moderator. She's backstage right now. Yeah. Unless she's saying she refuses to talk, then I understand. Why don't you bring her up?
You want to set something up for tomorrow?
Nothing. This is it. This is all I have to talk about. She's here right now. I'm here right now. Why wouldn't she come up?
That is true. That is true.
So why won't she come up?
We can set it up for tomorrow. We can even set it up for later tonight.
I'm uninterested. You don't run this shit, Dusty.
Rob.
Dusty, you don't run this shit.
You're not going to talk to her right now. You're not going to. That's off the table. If you want to set something up, we can do that.
Hey, if she's afraid and you're afraid to let her, that's perfectly fine. I'm not interested in setting shit up with you people. She's here now. I'm here. You're here. Let's do it.
He requires special treatment.
I think right here is when he kicks him off.
In a totally neutral environment.
I don't know if Dusty kicked him off or Rob just left.
For a long time.
But this is where Rob is
if you put him in a totally neutral environment, he gets blown the fuck out every fucking time. Never seen him take.
Why are they playing this thing from Wick? Like, if anyone gives a shit about Wick has to say, wow, this is what Wick has to say about Rob. Well, if Wick says it, if Victor here says it, well then, oh shit. Like, what does it matter?
Take a W in a completely neutral environment.
Right. Another guy sucks. Wick talking shit on me. Meanwhile, who needs special treatment? You guys can't do it right now while we're all here and available. Who's the one that needs special treatment?
We're not doing.
How about Trippy? Can Trippy come up? Do you allow him? Or are you his dad too?
I'm your dad right now.
Dude, I'm your dad.
Do you want to humor Rob? Trippy.
Gosh. Whew. Oh boy. So there you go, guys. Well, how did you guys think they did arguing their case, Sarah and Dusty, huh? They won't do a live stream. They can't control Dusty this because he thought he had control. He's completely transparent. I see what you did there. Well, what did you think, guys? Listen, there we go. Dusty and Sarah made their cases. Did you guys change your mind? Are you guys going to go resub to Sarah, start supporting her channel again, huh? Did it do anything to change your mind? It didn't really do much to change my mind. So now let me find where... By the way, this is on Powdered Dusty's channel, by the way, guys. If you want to watch the full thing, he still has it up. Let me pull up Rob. Let's see if he still has his stream up when he was talking about this. What was this on? This is on Sunday, right? What was the date? Sunday, the 9th? All right, so let me look up his stream from the 9th.
According to what's his name.
No, it's the same stuff. Yeah. No thanks. Yeah. Never was subbed and never will be subbed to Sarah. Same as 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Hell, Mo. I think you meant no, but yes. Dusty, if you're watching, I challenge you to debate. You'll get wrecked. Okay. Marte laying out the challenge to Dusty, guys. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good. These guys simping hard for Sarah. Abe Dinkus says, huh? Things that make you go, huh? Things that make you go, huh? Good to see you, Abe, by the way. I really like Rob. I watch this all the time. Yeah, I catch Rob's show when I can. I don't watch it every day, but when I can, I do. Huh? Good to see a Crusader, by the way. Things that make you go, huh? Things that make you go, huh? Yeah, no. Yeah. See, there you go, guys. It's all up on Powder Dusty's channel, by the way. If you want to see the whole thing. If you think I'm being biased or whatever, well, there you can watch it uncensored, unfiltered on his channel. Destiny is in our Discord. Marte, if you want to jump in there and poke the bear. Oh, that would be interesting. There is a talk channel where you could go to. That would be cool if you got to start being a Crucible moderator. That would be awesome. Do it, Dusty. Marte would wreck him. Well, yeah, I heard Dusty is back in our Discord. Yeah. So I think Marte's not actually in our Discord. He should be a part of our Discord. Link is in the description.
He wanted to be the big man, right? By the way, that's not accurate, the super chat goal, but that's okay. We'll leave it up there. Had his chance to be the big man. There you got it. Now, I understand that's how they're used to the moderation. They have to jump between 5 people, mute you, shit like that. And Dusty's learned from the best in Sarah. Yeah, I know he cut his clip, which was fine. Now, the truth is, if I was Andrew, I'd probably never went on and talked to these people in the first place. But once I saw they were on there, I will message Trippy, and we'll see if he wants to go on. I don't mind that. Does Trippy have a channel?
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit where he starts like talking more about it. Let me see.
Band engagement very high.
Oh, I think
The
he's trying to
ratio of
prove us
likes
up with
to
the
views
bots.
of a video. You can see the positive
Allegations.
reaction rate
I don't really
When
care. I don't
debaters
think he has
leaving-
bots. I want to get to the meat of this.
or something to that effect. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to apologize. And if you can't have me back, that's fine. I totally understand it. No hard feelings. Now, this was months and months ago. And I thought it was a shitty thing to do, to message me that. If I was moderating a debate and someone talked shit and someone else's wife, and the other person said, are you married? And they said, no, but I fuck a lot. And they said, do you have kids? And he said, yeah. And said, then you should stop fucking a lot and get a wife. I wouldn't demand an apology from either side, let alone the side that was just responding to the person saying that. That's with my feelings on it. So I wasn't too happy that she asked me to apologize, but I was like, fine, fuck it. I don't care anyways. No big deal. Fine. Now, I'd been on Sarah's multiple times, never had a problem as far as I knew. She enjoyed having me on. It was fine to go on there. No problem. I came on my show the next day because I asked.
I want to know too, did Sarah tell RTP, hey, get over it? Why are you being so sensitive? Because they both made comments to each other. RTP told him he's going to pretty much die alone. I mean, that's pretty harsh. You're going to die alone? You don't think that's harsh to tell somebody? You're going to die alone? And so Rob responded back with the whole, hey, maybe you shouldn't sleep around and find a good mother for your kid. Okay, they both went back and forth, which isn't that what you tell Rob to do? Hey, Rob, if someone insults you, just insult them back. Oh, but not like that, though. Not like that. Did Sarah tell anything to RTP? Did Sarah was like, hey, RTP, maybe get over it. Why are you being so sensitive? Why are you being emotional about this? No, instead she asked Rob to apologize.
My wife, I was like, am I in the wrong? Yeah, I told my wife what this DM was. By the way, chances are if you're DMing me, my wife's probably seen the messages. And if you're a woman that's DM'd me, 100% that my wife's seen the message. Because I'm
Don't think about sliding into them DMs, ladies.
really fucking paranoid about that shit. Screenshots, fucking wife sees them, everything. She's like, I don't think you did anything wrong, but I don't know. I don't know what the fucking internet decorum is. So I came on the next day and I said, listen, I don't know how I put it. I was like, I've been asked for an apology by someone. And did you guys think I did anything wrong? And everyone but one person who I respect was like, yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Everyone else was like, no.
Yeah, fuck RTP.
And then people were like,
oh. I was on that note, like, fuck RTP. That guy's a freaking, that guy's a turd.
Oh, it was Sarah demanded it, or RTP. I didn't say that. So then Sarah messaged me and says, people from your channel are coming over saying that you said that I demanded an apology. I said, I didn't say that. So then I did another stream and I was like, listen, don't go over there. Sarah did nothing wrong. She's just looking out for her brand, for her channel, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, should I have not said anything to my audience? I suppose. Maybe you could say that. I didn't think it was a big fucking deal, and I don't think Sarah thought it was a big deal. That's it. That's it. So if she was super pissed about that, fine. I didn't know. But I didn't really do much on her show in the way of set up debates for a while after that. Fast forward, then we had the fucking, I didn't really like that she asked me to apologize. I didn't, but that was fine. It's just like, whatever. I kept it to myself. I didn't say shit to Andrew. I didn't say shit to anyone except my family. That's it. For months, people would say, oh, how do I get started into debate? What did I say every time? Go over to Sarah Tomato's channel. She's cool. We're rooting for her to do well. Great. Then came the time that people were asking me to go on the panel with Connor. And I don't know what to say. It's up on my channel. You can go watch. It's a fucking joke. Connor spurred out, talked over me the entire time, threatened to kick my ass if he sees me in public. And all the while, he admitted, he said, I'm going to talk over you because you're saying things that are wrong. And every time you say something that's wrong, I'm going to interrupt and talk over you. Sarah lets it go. Even in that stream, this is what would happen. I start talking, Connor talks over me. Then finally, either one of three things happens. I get to talk after he's done. Sarah excoriates us, or another person gets to talk. That's what happened every time. And at one point, I just decided, like, okay, if this is how it's going to be, then I'm going to talk over Connor when he tries to talk over me. And Sarah plays one of her stupid, intermission videos when people are, gentlemen, I've never seen children act like this. And I even said, no, it's not multiple people. It's one person. It's one person. It's Connor. That's who it was. She knew it. And she sat there and let him talk over me the whole time. Fine, whatever. Great. Left the show. My audience is pissed the entire time. When I leave, my audience is like, that moderation sucked. I was like, yeah, I don't get it. It's fucking garbage. He's just talking over me. But then I'm like, hey, whatever. I like Sarah, no hard feelings, blah, blah, blah. The lesson I took from that was Connor was the guest, and I hopped in to talk to him on the open panel. And so the open panel is about the guest is sort of the guest of honor, and everyone's asking him questions. And so that person gets a little more leeway. Okay, fine. Well, then a few days later, I'm the guest. Me and Marte are debating, two gentlemen, I can't remember. It was a silly topic. It was on like, who's worse, George Floyd or Destiny? Debate went fine. Almost no moderation needed. Fine, great. No problem. Open panel. There's Dusty and there's his buddy Clay. And they're just same shit, talking over me the whole time, refusing to, like, they ask me questions, I answer them, they refuse to answer questions, etc., etc.
I think Screamy Man Bad's not bad. Maybe a baseball cap man bad. I don't know. We need to think of something for Rob.
At one point, and our good friend Adam Dole was on there. It was great. He's on there, and he can't get a word in edgewise. One second. And like, we're trying to, this other guy that's not Dusty's like trying to make claims that like we can't be sure that anything exists. And so we're like, will you agree at least that there is a Democratic Party and a Democratic or a Republican Party? And he's like, well, and it's like, this is how reductive it is to debate these people. And then he seems to agree. And then later I'm like, well, you agreed to that. And he's like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Now, the whole time that Dusty had came on, it was just about some drama he had on my stream. Now, the drama he had in my stream was he came on the stream on an open call-in day, and I was talking about how we kept seeing violence from the left. And he comes on and says, well, you said that only the left is violent. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I never said that. Yeah, you did. You said only the left's violent. I'm like, where did I say that? That's stupid. I've never said that. If I did, point it out and I'll apologize. No, you said it. And he keeps going off. And finally, I'm like, I'll tell you what. He said on your short video that you showed today. I said, really?
CPAP man bad. I don't even know if Rob has a CPAP machine. I mean, maybe. That would probably be me. I'd probably be CPAP man bad. I use a CPAP machine.
No, I don't think that. Yes. I said, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to look at this video. And if you're right, then I'll give you the rest of the show to talk about what you want. If I'm right, then I'm going to ban you. And just for a day or two, but whatever. I ended up banning him for 2 days.
So look, I don't got a lot of time left, but Rob pretty much does a good job of explaining his side of the story, which he's done several times. It's not the first time he's done this. He's done it several times where he explains his side. It's not hard to understand. Again, you listen to both sides here. Yes, I think Rob is more in the right here. And Andrew too. But these people, they can't get over it, like they just can't let it go. And I don't, maybe it's for content farming. Maybe it's just, for the drama, the clicks. I don't know. But it's clear in my eyes, like who's more right here. If you want to see this full thing, you can go to Rob Noerr's channel. It is this from his live stream, Panelverse drama again, 11/9/25. What did you guys think about this? All this drama? Is this the end of the war against the Panelverse? Sound off in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. And I have a channel full of content like this, and I'll see you guys later.